Second down and 8 at the 28. Here's Murray. Far side. On the money. At the 40-yard line. Marketing series for Oklahoma. Murray out of the gun. With time. Over the middle. And caught. Hollywood Brown again. First.
He has the best name.
No doubt about it. Murray. Quarterback draw. With space. Tries to break a tackle, but is dragged down.
Player in his own right. He had 99 tackles last year, and he's going to come over from his middle linebacker spot, and he's going to get over to that spot and make the tackle. That's a tough
from Florida City, Florida. Second down and 8 at the 45. Murray trying to sprint out of the pocket. Bobbled up. Steps up in the pocket. Uses his legs. And Murray jumping backwards. Still on his feet. Look at this run. Murray. First down, Oklahoma. Wow. It's the hard way.
You know, that reminded me a lot of a couple of years ago, a guy at Louisville, Lamar Jackson. I mean, I tell you what, he had nothing going on down the field. He looked like he was bottled up a couple of times and made chicken salad, as you like to say, Gus. How about those moves?
Looks like a little Johnny Manziel in there as well. He won the quarterback competition against Richard. 14-0 OU. Marcellus Sutton checks in at running back. Murray will throw it over the middle. And it's caught over the middle. This is Lee Morris still running. Look at Morris. Can he get a block at the 10? Stiff arm. Touchdown, OU.
Magic Man Jr. This is an excellent throw because the coverage is so good. The linebacker is all over Lee Morris. Look at that ball. It is in the perfect spot, right on his chest, and then it's just strength and athleticism down the field. What an excellent run.
Wow. And coming into this game,
successful.
Second down and 8 at the 46. Play fake. Murray winds up down the field. Hollywood Brown. It's the Raiders' closet. First down and 10 at the 26. Murray to Anderson out of the backfield, showing his versatility. And Anderson
could catch it well out of the backfield.
Second and 5 to the 31. We're going to talk about those versatile backs. A quick moment. Here's Murray. Hollywood Brown with the catch. And he'll get to the 35. How about Kyler Murray remains in at quarterback. Murray in trouble, and he's sacked. Well defended this time. Stop.
Yeah, that was a misread from Murray. He had his tight end, number 45, Carson Meyer, kind of an H-back player, and he was taking off right down the field. There was a blitz from Meyer right away in the vacant area.
Second and 16 at the 18-yard line. Murray again to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to run it. Scampers down the sideline and steps out of bounds at 4 at the 30. I'm sure his dad is proud to watch his son out there on the field playing right now. High snap handled. Murray underneath, caught, first down. Drinks it in the player personnel. Gil Brent, who's a legend, calls Riley a young Tom Landry. Murray, and he throws that one behind Hollywood.
Hard you have to throw it. When you're trying to throw the ball short but outside of the numbers, you've got to throw that max velocity.
With the tackle after the 4-yard pickup. Murray sprints out of the pocket, throws on the move. Hollywood Brown with the catch and a first down.
One to Hollywood Brown. He threw that incredible pass over the middle to Lee Morris. It wound up for a touchdown.
Murray again. Sideline. And that one thrown a tad high for Brown.
The Owls.
11-yard gain. First down at the 32. Murray buys time. Throws across his body. And he has his
receipts in football on third down. That's when he really made his hay.
Second down. Murray winds up deep. Down the field. Joel, this team has a lot of talent.
Easy pickings, right? I mean, my goodness, Marquise Brown is going to come from that right side, and as soon as the safety goes with the tight end, Murray just winds up and throws it right down the field. The corner thought he had safety help. He didn't. In the Pac-12.
First down and 15 after the penalty. Rodney Anderson in the backfield. Play fake. Here's Murray going downtown. Incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, no
tackling anything. Well, actually, no. I'm going to correct myself. What a great look from our camera crew right there. Holmes clearly arrived early. Definitely should have been a flag.
Holmes, a sophomore from single setback with Kyler Murray. Here's Murray to toss it. Looks. Underneath. Ball caught. C.D. Lamb. What a catch. One-handed out of bounds.
Watch this catch. I mean, this ball is clearly behind him. Watch your right. Reach back. What? He reached back one-handed, grabbed it out of the air, and continued running. Oh, my goodness.
C.D. Lamb set the touchdowns. 3rd down and 5 at midfield. Murray steps up in the pocket. Dumps it off. And they have the first down. First down and 15 at the 47. Hollywood Brown in motion. They dump it to him in the flats. That one thrown high. And in 15 at the 47. Murray to throw it again. Far side. Caught. C.D. Lamb tries to turn it up. And he'll be wrestled down by on 3rd down. 3rd and 10 at the 42. Andrews in the slot at the top of your screen. Play fake. Murray sprinting out of the pocket. Throws on the move. And it's caught. Looks like it is a catch. That's Miles.
The back official may have run in and called that incomplete. Yeah, exactly. So we got the front of
Murray. Quarterback draw. Gets outside. Wiggles. And finally is wrestled down. 2nd and 7. Murray. Play action. With time. Fires. Calcaterra, intended receiver.
Metters is trying to turn back around when Calcaterra stops, right? He's running step for step. He's in great position right here. And then the hand comes out. See it up on the face mask right there? Good call by the officials. It wasn't a lot of contact, but clearly impacting Calcaterra. He's kind of in that lineage of Odighizuwa's here at UCLA.
3rd down and 14 at the 42. Kyler Murray delivers. And it's caught. Hollywood!
Hey, sometimes your Jimmy's just got to be better than their Joe's, and that's this case right here. Hollywood Brown, just a simple little hook route, and then he's gone. Safety doesn't keep his feet, and once this guy gets a step, it is over.
Task. Play fake. Murray with time. Delivers to the sideline and incomplete.
That moment, get his feet set and try to throw a more accurate pass.
2nd and 10 at the 15. Murray looking. Winds up down the field. C.D. Lamb. Boy, he dropped that ball in a 5-yard completion.
It's pretty good coverage from Metters. There's just a little bit of a step, and out and up, he's got the step, but look how accurate that pass was. Exactly.
Murray over the middle. Caught. C.D. Lamb again. And I take. Murray looks. Tries to throw that one over and up. Trace Sermon. First down and goal at the 10. Sermon. No, it's Murray on the option, and he scores.
The motion is really what does this. See Hollywood Brown, he's going to be racing around in motion. That opens up the back end. The linebacker goes way out with the motion. And the defensive end, he crashed down. Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Bruin fans, be patient. This is going to work.
First down and 10 at the 8-yard line. Murray spinning, gets out of bounds at the 15.
A year ago, they were the worst rushing defense in the country. They are much more stout already so far this year.
3rd down and 2 at the 16. Murray with time underneath, and that one is deflected, intended.
You know, Khalil Tate has not won a game as a starting quarterback in which he's thrown the ball over 20 times. So throwing it 34 times is probably not the deal.
Hollywood Brown with the reception as he turns it up and picks up.
He's certainly capable.
2nd down and 6 at the 37. Murray to the far side, and Hollywood picks up the first down. 4. Murray sets up deep. Near side on the money. Calcaterra gobbled it up.
On the team, did a nice job just bringing Sermon to the ground.
First down to the 42. 3:38 to go. Murray. Calcaterra turns it up. First down OU. First down to 10 at the 32. Looking. Delivers. Caught. Far side. CD Lamb.
Right guard. Maybe it was Drew Samia, number 75. Oh, yeah. That big hook. Right around number 44, that situation.
Second down and 13. At the 35. Murray to the sideline. And CD Lamb again.
Situation where it's much more manageable for your team, and if you really wanted it, you could still run.
Kyler Murray looking, now decides to run it, turns it up and gets out of bounds short of the first down at the 25-yard line. And he'll hand it to Sermon. No, this is Murray. And he'll get out of bounds at the 30.
First down.
You know, it wasn't all that late. I mean, he's still in bounds when he gets shoved, but then at the end, he gets kind of popped from one of the UCLA players on the sideline. You know, that's tough. I guess you could.
Rodney Anderson out. Trey Sermon, number 4. The lead back now. Kyler Murray. Dancing, turns a corner with speed. Murray, cross field. Murray making people miss and finally slides down. Flag on the field.
Ill-advised block from CD Lamb. I mean, this is video game stuff from Kyler Murray, but Lamb late blocked in the back and got a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Number 2, offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
You saw it right there late. Here's 2, CD Lamb, and he just kind of comes and throws. Oh, they're going to go deep to Hollywood on one of these plays.
Play fake. Murray looking. Calcaterra.
Earlier in the game, Metters got a pass interference because he grabbed late. There, he gets his hands off of Calcaterra right as the ball's about to arrive, and then fights with his hands as he's trying to catch it. That's great.
At their own 43. Murray. Over the middle. And incomplete. That one knocked away at the end. California knocks it away. Carnell Lake's son.
Watch the timing of this. See, as the route comes open, that ball's got to be thrown right about now, but he throws it once Hollywood breaks out of his route. Now he's waiting, and the defense can break on that, bat the ball down, and Lake does a great job of going up and getting.
He'll throw it. All day to throw the ball. Underneath. Hollywood Brown with the reception and the first.
Grabbing at that left calf. I mean, Murray had like 3 days to throw.
3 days.
I mean, forever back in scrimmage.
Second and 6 at the 34. Murray. And caught on the sideline. Nice throw. A.D. Miller. Oklahoma, that is a gain of 15 yards.
Beautiful route here, forcing it upfield, and then I thought the throw was tremendous. Wide receiver to fall out for the completion.
First down to the 49. High snap. Murray out of the pocket. And knocked away by Guess.
12 starts a year ago, 85 tackles. He was in the top 20 in the Pac-12 in tackles last year.
Second down and 10 at the 49. Murray. Underneath, deflected at the line of scrimmage. He's come up with today.
They haven't been able to present a lot of pressure in Murray's face, but they have done this a couple of times. And remember, Murray only stands at a
empty backfield for Murray. Here's Kyler to throw it. Caught CD Lamb. And CD Lamb still running. To run. Gain of 25.
Check out Murray's eyes. He's going to throw this right on time. He threw one previous in this game late.
So first down and 10 at the 26. And Murray pulls it out, runs it, first down and more. As he slides it, Joel, this kid's got some Russell Wilson in him.
Check out his eyes all over the defensive end. As soon as Keyshawn Lucier South comes in, number 11, boom, he takes off around the edge, and he's got the athleticism to make guys miss.
Out of 10 at the 11. Murray, broken play. And Murray goes down at the 10.
And you see the confusion. I thought it wasn't necessarily confusion as much as it was the hole was just not there on that side. The motion didn't pull the defenders out. There was nowhere to go. And Kyler Murray just kind of ducked with it.
Second down and 9 at the 10. Murray looking. Murray in the end zone. Touchdown, A.D. Miller. Clemson, Georgia. Watch out.
Tell you what, that hole in the back of the end zone, it was so small. And Murray does a great job of anticipating the throw right over the safety and the linebacker's head before they could even get their hands up. Was against Cincinnati. He will succeed at UCLA.
Just a matter of time. First down. Sermon catches it out of the backfield.
And then Rodney Anderson had the amazing, last 8 games of the season. So they're ready for this.
Murray. Incomplete, but C.D. Lamb. What? Now he's showing off. Guys at the franchise must have hit him in his ear.
Here's what's crazy is that foot. I know this sounds crazy. His foot was not that far from being in bounds. Goodbye for the first.
First down at the 36 for Kyler Murray. He knows how to keep everybody's hands full. Murray, bad snap. Winds up. Intercepted. Darnay home.
But namely, the quarterback. It's been very good, Kyler Murray.
Third down and 6 for Murray. Flag on the play. Murray rifles one, and it's incomplete.
Guys have to go out to dinner tonight. Take Lee Morris. He's buying the Starship.
That's right. Lee Morris got a scholarship walk-on. His father was a walk-on.
Confess, he was like, listen, I couldn't do it all that creative because we're in the middle of the season, but I tried to do it the best way that I could, and Lee certainly has earned it. He's done a heck of a job here for Oklahoma.
First down to the 45, Kyler Murray. That one deflected and incomplete.
Came from Murray's right side, and Murray basically just had to throw this away. He's trying to get the ball down the field and just didn't have the time. Holmes was able to get there and force him to throw it earlier than he wanted to.
Marcellus Sutton in the backfield. UCLA showing blitz. Pickett comes up to the line of scrimmage. Over the middle and incomplete.
Now what? The NFL to have more success.
Third down and 10. That ball snapped low. Murray trying to run. Murray, first down and more. That's what makes these little...
The ball is dropped. It's kind of a low, bad snap. Watch how it's going to come back a little bit low and to the right. And he's unable to handle it cleanly. Hits the ground. So he just replaces the running back in the hole. And now it's just athleticism and speed. Man, I mean, come on. That...
Murray. Down the field. Murray. What a game!
I mean, this is the second time today that there's just been a Jimmy's and Joe's throw. My Jimmy's are better than your Joe's. Late and over the middle. And all he does got to do, from Murray's perspective, is put it up so that your guy can go and get it. Lamb did a great job of
Haters, first down and 10 at the 35. Murray to throw it over the middle and caught first down.
Get him the ball. Get him the rock.
Here's Murray. And that one incomplete. But there is a flag on
Lincoln Riley. So this air raid has been in your DNA for a long time.
Murray lofts it up into the end zone. And a flag on the play.
It absolutely, if you come here in a few years, you'd probably be a head coach.
1 year.
Murray, and a touchdown for OU. His second rushing touchdown of the day.
Rest significantly as a passer over the first 2 games.
They'll swing it out here to Sermon, so they're getting him 2 touches early on. So it's second down and 14 for Murray. He's going to take off here. He's an incredible athlete past the 30-yard line. And the top 10. The crowd revved up here for third down and 5. Murray going to swing it out to Brown and makes the cut to get the first down. Took him past the line to gain.
Good job by Brown understanding how much yards he needed.
Touchdowns. Transferred to Oklahoma and is a junior in terms of his eligibility. Play fake. Murray looking. Now takes a shot down the field. Incomplete off the fingertips of C.D. Lamb.
Play action. And C.D. Lamb, so fast and elusive. You see a little slight hesitation. He gets on top of Eisworth, the free safety. Just a little bit more air under that football to allow Lamb to run underneath it.
On this drive. On 3rd and 7. Murray with time again. Wide open in the middle of the field for a first down as Marquise Brown gets a block. Past the 20. And to the 10-yard line. A 47-yard down and 7.
You're going to see just gigantic disappearance in the middle. You see mesh routes underneath, and Murray actually works over the middle to Brown, which is the third guy in the progression, and Brown does the rest in his form here in week 3.
On 2nd and goal, Murray rolling out. And now Murray throws it away.
So you have to play all the way through the whistle when Kyler Murray's a quarterback. 9th play of the drive. Murray with time. Now the pocket breaks down. Murray passes better into the air, incomplete. In this part of the field, when you only rush 3 defenders, you have 8 guys in coverage, which means there's not a lot of places to go with the football. Now you saw linebackers trigger as Kyler Murray broke the pocket. I know we're all excited to see number 1 for the Sooners out there at quarterback.
No doubt. 2-yard loss on first down, so Murray going to take off here. Gets outside. And he gets crunched at the 15-yard line. On 3rd and 5. Murray in trouble. Steps up. Slings it complete for a first down to Brown.
The exact same play that they hit Brown on for the big gain on the last series. This time, good job by Murray keeping the play alive. Going north and south.
Fresh set of downs on the OU 25-yard line. Murray off play action. Going deep for Hollywood. Got it. Goodbye. Touchdown Sooners.
Could not give up big plays. And what do? They allow play action. You see the play action affect the safety, and he hops up, which allows Brown, untouched, to go on a post right at the safety, right through the middle of the field. And what a perfect throw by Kyler Murray on the post route. See the effect of the safety, you see him disappear, and there's nothing but green grass in the middle of the field. And once Brown gets on top, it's all cheap. Kyler Murray's been absolutely outstanding so far in this game. It's only 1 quarter, but he's playing against a good defense. He's done it in a lot of different ways. The designed runs. How about this is a pocket passer? Just getting through his progression. This is not an easy progression, too. You got to feel that mesh, and then if you see disappearance, you throw it over the middle. Same play. This time he has to actually extend it. Still finds Brown, same result for the Lincoln Riley's track record everywhere he's been.
Murray to throw on first down. Wide open in the middle of the field. It's Calcaterra, and he lost the ball. It's picked up by Iowa State. Recovered. 12 game in the last 26, and it was at home against Iowa State. They haven't lost on the road in Big 12 play since 2014. Murray, long throw. Brown on the catch. Banged out a play short of the marker.
Quite as quick and agile as he was a year ago. Maybe he's finding himself today.
Murray off play action on first down. Long throw caught by Hollywood Brown. Another first down for him.
Little wiggle to the right and falling forward for a new set of downs.
Murray pulls it back, in trouble, flag down, and so is Murray. 2 penalties.
Kyler Murray in this offensive line.
The 1st and 10 again. Murray keeps. He gets drilled at the 32-yard. They are defensively. They hit hard, too. Play action pass. Murray, everybody covered, so Murray's got some green in front of him, takes off. And slides down at the 22-yard line. Inside the 25-yard line. 9 minutes on the clock here until halftime. Sermon, a flea flicker. Murray throws it underneath, and everybody covered downfield, but A.D. Miller breaks a tackle, gets the first down, and they finally get him at 6-yard line for Oklahoma. And Murray looks like a design quarterback run. Dragged down at the 5.
It's tough to bring down, man.
Iowa State stacking the box. Murray rolling out on 2nd and goal. Open to the end zone. It's C.D. Lamb with a touch.
This little sprint right option. Perfectly executed. Look at the route by Lamb. My goodness. You see him work up about 2 or 3 yards.
Horizontally, and then you got to contend with Kyler Murray's legs, which changes how you defend the box in this conference.
And this is going to be a run because he widened it out. There it is.
Yep. In his first collegiate road start, Kyler Murray taking off out to the 40.
6-7 times a game. You just don't want to see it 15 times a game.
Right.
Murray checking it down to the back. Sutton. Flag down.
Morris and Calcaterra, they put some stress on the defense as well.
Morris, a high school teammate of Kyler Murray. Murray to throw as all day. Now takes off with everybody covered. And he's up to the 37-yard line. So he picked up only 3. Marcellus Sutton is the running back. Play fake. Murray. Long throw. Lamb is open. Makes the first down catch. So they have 6 by Murray.
This is a 50-yard throw in the air. Now, I don't have the Pythagorean theorem that I can do it right on the top of my head.
Come on, you're a road scholar.
Finalist. But it was, that is a long throw on a deep comp. There's not really been a quarterback like him that I can recall. I mean, he's so sudden. Russell Wilson's a great thrower. Kyler Murray's probably a little better athlete.
Murray running here, stumbles, but is able to get the line. Guys, why are they taking so long before snapping the ball? They only have 1 timeout. Murray, open receiver is Brown. He got a foot down. So it'll be 1st and goal.
Iowa State actually seized momentum right before the half by going down and getting the score themselves. You don't want Oklahoma to do it here.
Murray to the end zone, passes high, incomplete. Willie Harvey. Murray swings it out in space to Tease. He walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Lincoln Riley shows that he's as good a play caller as you'll ever find. Because they get in a run look. That is a run formation for Oklahoma. And they have the bubble on the left-hand side. Look at the numbers and the leverage. I mean, the defenders are looking in the backfield because they know that formation equals run. Kyler Murray recognizes that he has leverage and nothing but wide space to the bubble route on the left-hand side. And Tease walks in. I mean, that is stealing right there, and Lincoln Riley loves it. It's a great decision by his quarterback. But just
no doubt, the way this team is coached and the type of kids they have. Murray with all day to throw, receivers all day to run around. Brown actually more than Matt Campbell, the Iowa State head coach, makes at a measly 3.8. As they run here on
sound group to make you earn it. Kyler Murray's earned it in the first half.
Murray on 2nd and 16. And he's grabbed and brought down at the 30.
Throw the ball accurately over defenders. He's a completely different player now.
Murray on 3rd down and 17. Looking to run, instead throws. And it's incomplete. I think he was throwing to C.D. Lamb. Brown was going.
Yeah, I don't know who he was throwing it to because both guys were in pretty close connection on the scramble drill. That happens sometimes when you're scrambling and the quarterback's improvising and you're trying to get out in front of him. Sometimes the late one run play, you don't see that often in a spread zone.
Murray pulls it back this time, looking downfield, and now takes off. He gets out of there quick, heads for the sideline.
Elite left guard. The center's the only position, and Creed Humphrey and Alvarez both rotating. It's the only position that really needs to get up to speed.
Sutton out of the backfield, goes high over Iowa State defense.
Instead, he tries to get forward for a positive gain to set up a 3rd and manageable. Now you can run it or throw it with Kyler Murray at the helm if you're Lincoln Riley, the offensive coordinator and head coach.
In fact, they've been so good on 3rd down today because of the dual threat quarterback. Murray, open is Lamb. 1st down in Iowa State territory.
They have run this play 3 times on 3rd down. You see those underneath crossing routes on the receiving end of the first 2 times they ran it. He threw it to Brown. This time he finds Lamb. Perfect stem this drive.
He's got almost as many touchdown passes as incompletions here in this ball game today. 1st down at the 47. Murray looking downfield. Deep ball. Pulled in inside the 20-yard line by Carson Meyer. His first career.
How about the back shoulder throw to a fullback down the middle of the field? I mean, that is unbelievable. The only time I've seen a fullback catch the ball that far downfield was when Pat Mahomes threw a touchdown to one last week. What numbers in the box to run it, though? See if they challenge him.
Play action. Murray to the end zone. Knocked down. Incomplete. Calcaterra the intent. Calcaterra with a 5-inch height advantage.
Man, they're lucky they didn't get a pass interference here. There was a lot of contact between Payne and Calcaterra.
One win under your belt as a member of the Jets. I can't remember who that was against. Don't bring it up either. 3rd and 9 on the 14-yard line. Murray in trouble. Running around. Breaks a tackle, and here he goes. Iowa State able to string that play out.
So that eliminates Mark Ingram in 2011 when Alabama won it. Got to think my way through it.
They fake here from Murray, looking deep, now throws to the sideline, and that is incomplete. It was trapped by Mark Wheat. Murray leaves the pocket, throws back across the middle, wide of the target, incomplete. Tried to hit 4 of 6 before that throw.
And they've run this play over and over and over again. And this time, they get a little pressure up front. Been pretty remarkable.
Murray, a design quarterback run, has the speed to get the corner. Past the 40, and he steps out, eluding the
balance. Will they run him a little bit more on this drive?
Take some time off the clock. He's going to throw it here. Long pass back to Sermon, and he's able to power through.
Needed the rush and find both throwing and running lanes.
Marcellus Sutton is back on the field right now. He's going to block here as the quarterback Murray able to shake a defender. He's at the 40-yard line and slides again. He's down 40. Scampers for 18 more yards.
This is just a little wrap play. Little inside zone with a wrap lead. He takes it out to the perimeter. Very wide bases.
Now it's 1st and 20. Back at the 39-yard line. Murray pulls it back. Throws a bullet. Caught at the 25 by Calcaterra.
I mean, Calcaterra, that window was not very big. He actually had to hold up Calcaterra because Greg Eisworth, the safety, is about to crush him. If he throws it out in front, Calcaterra is getting crushed. So he holds him up a bit, back shoulders him a touch, and as a result, Eisworth hits him.
Continuing to take time off the clock as well. Murray keeps it to the 24-yard line, so he road start. What's he got here? He'll throw. And he got it, man. It's caught for a first down by Tease, who had a touchdown for 8 yards.
Just a really good isolation route. Just a little Ohio, little 5-yard out route by Tease, who's got 1 games away, is where they've really excelled in the last 2 years.
Murray in trouble in the backfield. They sack him back at the 25-yard line. That's a 10.
Man, a huge play. They tried to go with a little quarterback counter. You see the fake throw to the right, trying to run it to the left, but they cut him off. As a result, Kyler Murray reverses field.
We think pretty easily against this Army defense. If they can run the football and get some holes open, I think this running game could look good tonight for the Sooners.
First passing play for Kyler Murray with lots of time and lots of room for Grant Calcaterra.
Play, explosive play early in the ball game. Get Calcaterra out. He's just doing a little crossing route here out from the backside and wide open. They do not account for him on the defensive side of the ball. That's a huge Sooner offensive backfield.
That's tonight's Travis Watkins, key player for Army. OU in the red zone, 12 for 12 in the red zone this season with 9 touchdowns and make it 10. The fullback, Carson, weak for 32 yards. This one goes from 11 and a touchdown.
Well, just coming around the horn there, they just get lost. He gets lost in the shuffle. They're thinking it's run, and
an offensive series. Kyler Murray has another wide open receiver in Lee Morris, and Morris is knocked out of bounds inside.
And run and catch, throw and catch.
Murray, to CeeDee Lamb. Inside of 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Murray in the shotgun with Trey Sermon nearby. Sermon started last week in place of the injured Rodney Anderson. He had a 22-yard touchdown run and averaged nearly 6 yards per carry. But this is Murray off to the races. Dips right on throw for a few extra yards. 18-yard pickup for Murray.
Now, two of the three things we've just seen here that he needed to do, and that is accurate passing, and we showed that on first down. Second down, able to make some big runs here for the Sooners over the course of the season.
He's just a sophomore, all Big 12 honorable mention for Offensive Freshman of the Year last season when he split it with Rodney Anderson. Murray with time. He's taking a shot towards the end zone, and that one in and out of the hands of Carson.
A little bit of coverage there from the inside out of with the defender. Not sure if he got his hand in there. This is just a catch. And he's turning around, really difficult.
On his 5th attempt, and now Oklahoma will face their first third down. They've converted 19 of 33 this season on third down. And Murray looking at CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And he got enough space, and Murray does a nice job of reading where he needs to throw it to the outside. A little bit of a press there when he picked up on it late. Watch the camera work here now. You'll see he's getting in the inside position, steps away for that ball that's thrown outside, where only count for all of the West Point offensive linemen.
Kyler Murray is going to load it up and find an open receiver, A.D. Miller. Urban stays as the option in the backfield for Kyler Murray. On play action, a bullet reaching behind him was Grant Calcaterra.
Murray does a nice job of reading it. Calcaterra, he knows he's going to have him on a quick little inside slant there, right over the linebacker's head.
Trying to pick up as the tight end, replacing Mark Andrews, now a member of the Baltimore Ravens. The team last year that was a play away from playing for a national championship. Kyler Murray with loads of time, he'll just take off. Kyler Murray showing off the wheels. He'll take it. Touchdown.
Football, and what he does, throwing the ball as accurately as he does, but when things break down, he has this ability, and it's explosive, and when he makes a move, he can get that motor moving. I tell you, great job by Kyle.
Career that started at Texas A&M, where he was as a true freshman. The pass complete to CeeDee Lamb, and Lamb bounces off 3 different tacklers and then knocked out. It's first down from their own 22 and 1:20 to work with. Murray right over the middle, and Lamb unable to adjust.
There to the open side of the field. Watch the play fake here going across with Sermon. Then he goes out, and CeeDee Lamb right across the middle. Just doesn't lead him. He throws it behind him, and
1,200 yards as well for Kyler Murray through the air. He sets up here. He's got time. Gets rid of it. Long ball just out of the reach of Marquise Brown. He may have
catch up to those long throws here by Kyler Murray. This one just a little bit out of reach, but good blocking up front. Good clean pocket there for Kyler Murray to step up into, but unfortunately, Brown unable to get that extra step needed to pull that ball in. Oklahoma's not pulled for half.
Just the second third down Oklahoma has faced today. They're 1 for 1. Meanwhile, Army 5 for 9 on third downs here in the first half. Murray with an empty backfield. He gets buried at the 10-yard line.
Last year, impressive for them. And now he just shows it's a delayed blitz. It's exactly what it is, and so everyone's accounted for. But he takes them, and hopefully he's going to stay healthy to be back there for Oklahoma and give them that running attack that they need to complement Murray in the passing game.
Murray lofting it for Marquise Brown, and that one was put up there and intercepted by Mike Redmond. This time they'll throw it to Pledger. TJ Pledger. That interception was on the 17th play of that drive for Army that ate up 10 minutes and 6 seconds. Kyler Murray tucks it, runs, goes down to the 45, and then he took a heavy hit.
Oh, the football, and enough gaps there. Watch his hit he takes at the end, and that's a good shoulder contact up into the...
Clock running down to 1:20. Kyler Murray, loads of time, nobody open. He's going to take off. Murray gets the edge, tiptoes out of bounds at the 31 yards for Murray. We're down to 1:08.
Yeah, Murray just showing you that he's got the athleticism. The receivers are trying to get open for him, but no way to turn those shoulders.
On 2nd and 8. Little option for Oklahoma. Trey Sermon, first down inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the Army 18. Kyler Murray in Oklahoma. And it's Murray off to the races. And he'll slide at the 10-yard line.
Zone or run it, and kind of an open book here for them.
Murray will move to the middle of the field, take a knee, and nothing tonight from Hollywood Brown. First and 15 from the 30. On the first play of overtime. Play action for Murray. And he's got a wide open Miles tease. Did he step out? Touchdown.
Unaccounted for off to the outside. He starts in the backfield. Watch 87, comes up, kind of jockeys around. Then he gets behind the defender who's in coverage on him. That's Brinson. That's not even a chance to catch him. They're going to look at this and see if he went out, stepped out just near the 10-yard. Look for him to show up big here with Oklahoma.
Trey Sermon in the backfield. CeeDee Lamb at the bottom of the screen. Murray, CeeDee Lamb, touchdown!
Oklahoma, and speed wins. Speed on the inside with an inside cut here after a fake. The defender not having a chance. CeeDee Lamb just runs away from him, and an excellent.
Pledger and Sermon in the backfield. Play clock winding all the way down to 4. Murray. Touchdown Sooners. Morris with the grab.
Lincoln Riley sent his message, and Kyler Murray didn't take him long on the slant to Lee Morris. Beats the coverage, and Kyler Murray responds.
Sandra Dvorak is our MVP this afternoon, no matter what happens on the field. Mom, I'm with you. Down to the just following in your vapors today, man. It's been a fun ride the last few days here in Norman. A lot of great football history. And a pass complete. What a grab by CeeDee Lamb.
Thrown behind him. How about this for hands? Got some stickum on that thing. As he grabs it, pulls the shoulder, and juggles for a fantastic catch.
Murray completes another one. This one to Brown. Marquise Brown, a.k.a.
Riley, most people think air raid. It is a physical ground attack between the tackles, and Trey Sermon, a nice pickup on second down.
All day to throw for Murray down the middle. What a grab! Touchdown Sooners! Calcaterra.
Greg Calcaterra has got great size, just going to work a vertical right up the seam, and Kyler Murray waits for it. One-on-one coverage with the linebacker, Clay Johnston. Perfect pass. Nice job climbing the ladder, high-pointing that foot, following his lead.
Murray underneath, pass complete to Marquise Brown. There's a flag down. Kennedy Brooks in the backfield now. He catches the pass. Got a nice block and made it out to the 25-yard line.
College football, what he's done with the big uglies up front.
3rd and 8, Murray with all kinds of time. And this is where he can do it himself. Flag down, Murray brought down at the 29-yard.
That's what the Baylor staff was saying. No one's even sniffed this guy. No one's touched him. Bobby Evans working on the left side. Blitzing linebacker. And definitely a hole gets outside the framework. Good call by the official. Baylor's
for the Sooners here. Murray, little play fake, RPO, and completes the pass. What is life
played for you? I was the one with the facial hair, and you were clean cut. Now I'm the one that's clean cut, and you got all the facial hair.
Well, you're not telling the whole story.
Murray under heat and sacked for the first time.
Greg Roberts, the defensive end, outstanding job coming off the edge. He's going to get home. Working on Meyer, the tight end, just shoves him into the quarterback, sheds the block.
Piercings as well.
That's correct. That's correct.
You were my wild child.
2nd and 20. High snap. Murray corrals it. And with that kind of speed, he's making lemonade. Stepped out of bounds.
Very bright, smart guy. Fortunately, Lincoln allows me to sit in some of the quarterback meetings every week. And Kyler's an incredibly bright player as well.
What do you make the 43-yard line? Nice fake. Wide open room service. Touchdown Sooners. We're going to ask Coach Stoops to stick around on the other side of this break. Baseball, football, doesn't matter, Dusty.
When you've got a physical running game, it opens up the play at a level like he is right now for the Oklahoma Sooners, but
fires incomplete.
Dynamic. A, with all that money sitting there, he's still out here playing college football, and B, that the Oakland A's are on board with it. So it's really an interesting situation.
Completes this pass on the receiver screen out to the 32-yard line.
300 means you're failing 70% of the time. Staying patient is key. He definitely did that today, sitting out for the first series.
And that'll teach you next play mentality. And the next pass was a dime drop down to the 20.
By Kyler Murray. Play action pass. He's got Marquise Brown one-on-one. He throws the fade. Absolute.
I'm sure we'll see how fast he is at some point this afternoon. Beyond what we did a moment ago. Quick jailbreak screen complete. There's the speed. Hollywood. Showtime.
Ford, the right tackle. They're going to get on second-level players. They're going to open up a path, but it's outstanding vision by Marquise Brown. He sees it. It opens up. And he's going to have vision to the middle of the field through the hole. And you see him put on the egg.
Now a private quarterback skills coach in the Texas area. In Dallas, actually. Murray sacked back at the 16. Good heat that time. But sometimes even a cautionary tale can help a little bit. 3rd and 15 for the Sooners. Murray can burn you with his feet. But not that time. Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Again on ABC. Back to you.
Haskins has been impressive throwing the ball.
Of the day already. He's going to work right up the seam. He fires a strike. Perfect pass in between the two defenders, and he just...
3rd and 6. Underneath, wide open, and plenty of room for CeeDee Lamb. Down the sideline. Lamb. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The blitzing linebacker, and allows Kyler Murray the time, the football to CeeDee Lamb. Without that block, Kyler Murray's likely do it running back by committee, but there's still a void there in the running back room.
Guy that was going to be a first-round pick by all accounts. That's how the people serving our country, protecting our interests abroad. Murray. Tell you what, he's fun to watch. 10-yard game.
Well, this is what you hate as a defensive coordinator. It's pretty good initial pass rush up the field. But now Kyler Murray is going to get a chance to see it. He sees the hole. He takes off running. And there's nothing. 3rd and long situation where you play great defense, but the quarterback, too tough to stop.
He pulls it out on the RPO. Down the sidelines. It's caught, but out. Oakland A's love his speed and power. But so do the Sooners. It's not news. Complete out to the 46.
Very high level here this afternoon.
2nd and 7. Under 4.5 minutes to go. One-on-one on the edge. And they got a miss from Brown. Hollywood up to no good. Touchdown Sooners.
Marquise Brown, you know, he's become such a precise route runner, too. Really picked up his game. Just that slight hesitation makes the defender miss and forget about it.
Oklahoma Sooners with 42 on the board already here. Murray on the edge. And he shuffles out of bounds. Sermon in the backfield. Sermon on the catch. Running to daylight. Sermon. What a move! Still on his feet, lunging, and short all the way down to the wall. Goal to go. Touchdown Sooners.
Murray getting a little escort in from a defense.
A's feel more than your leg when you reach in your pocket. CeeDee Lamb with a reception. Poster, your wife Lacey told me she's going to send a doggy bag of those ginger goodies
Pumpkin
for dessert.
spice.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. It's fall time, man.
Yeah, and
I forgot.
I'm still waiting, bro.
No.
Big disappointment on that one. I'm not going to lie to you. Incomplete on. Murray back to sling it again. Had it knocked loose. Scoops it up. Man, what a magical play. Kyler Murray has it. Monument to it all.
Wow. Pressure gets inside, gets the ball out. Roberts gets the ball out. No panic. Complete calm. Scoops it. Fine.
I think you got some cred from him out there. I really do.
He's killing me, man.
I do. No, I think you got some cred. Another reception on the seam right. Still on his feet.
Using his legs to hurt him. From Allen, Texas, 1st and 10 at the 35. Out of the shotgun. Murray keeps it. Murray, quick. And he picks up a first down on his first carry of the game.
Pass here early in the game to go for the big one.
Brown in motion. They swing it out to him in the flats. And he'll pick up the first down. Hits the sideline. Still in the move out of bounds.
To number 5.
First 3 plays. 9 yards, 16 yards, and 12 yards for OU. 1st and 10 at the 28. Murray looking. Throws down the field. Calcaterra. Touchdown Sooners.
Pass from Murray. First of all, he's just going to get into the seam, and he's going to find the open spot down the field. And what Calcaterra is able to do is get vertical, and then he goes vertical to catch that pass, and Murray threw it perfectly up away from the defenders. And Calcaterra.
Hollywood, bottom of your screen. Murray, play fake, looking over the middle, caught. Sermon, great catch. On the move, and he'll go down inside the Texas 5.
Come in, then he's going to go right out into the middle of the field. Sermon is on the route. Murray's reading the defense, and then he's wide open. Great read from Kyler Murray. He can give it on the run play, or he can take it out, throw it right down the field, and as the linebackers scoot up.
On and goal at the Texas 4. Opening series for Oklahoma. The drive started at the 35. Murray decides to run it. Throws on the run. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown OU.
I want you to watch Murray as he takes off. This is the effect of electric athleticism. See how he's going? Now the defender has to make a decision. He decides to go with Murray. Murray flips it out. Easy touchdown, Brown. Their eyes are on Trey Sermon early.
Now remember, when Murray takes off, he is one of their better running backs. 2nd and 7 at the 28. Here he is looking. Delivers on the sideline. CeeDee Lamb out of bounds.
You get a guy that is an elite athlete, and he doesn't throw passes like that. That is so beautiful. A layered pass over the shoulder of a corner route. Come on.
3 catches, 101, and a touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray sprints out of the pocket. Looks backside over the middle. And it's CeeDee Lamb once again, but
you're going to watch Cody Ford, number 74, and as he's going down, and then watch Texas defender tries to come back, and he just throws him to the ground right there. Very easy. That's number 60.
Brown lining up in the backfield. Murray dumps it off to Brown. Oh, and he gets decked.
They got big physical wide receivers at Texas. They've got big physical corners as well. Boyd is 6 foot, almost 200 pounds.
All Big 12. 2nd and 23 after the 3-yard loss. At the 41. Murray sprints out to the other side now. Stops, delivers. Picked up. Intercepted by Brandon Jones. And Texas has it. Flag on the interception on OU's last possession. Murray pulls it out. Looking, now dancing, stops, backs up, all day to throw. Look at this blocking by Oklahoma. And Murray, high stepping, woo! Did you see him change?
Murray has nowhere to go with the football. This is looking to his left and to his right. There's nowhere to go. Great coverage. The line did an outstanding job. And then you're right, Gus, it was just boom, the spark and the quickness.
And remember what Lincoln Riley told.
Sermon has been a pretty good for them. I just don't think they've got the home run ability that they've had in the past. We'll see if they can get that today.
Second down and 6. Murray to the sideline. Up high, CeeDee Lamb pulls it down. First down.
Just throw it. And I got a chance. He just proved it on the last play.
First down and 10 of the 49. Murray, quick strike this time. And it's Lee Morris. Morris picks up another first down. Murray turns, bottled up, and taken down at the 50. Defense staying in their lanes, Joel.
Yeah, and what you're going to see here is that Murray right here, he wants to go to his right, doesn't have it, tries to make a play with his feet, but there's just no blocking on the
loss of 10 yards, 2nd and 20. Murray runs it and dropped for a loss once again. And elite runner, the way he is. 3rd down and 21 at the 14. Murray pulls it out, rolls, and just runs out of bounds. Great job by Al. First down and 10 of the 18 for OU. They've got to get something clicking. Murray fires over the middle, and it's caught by Meyer. Big gain here.
Down 14 against a defense that's playing as well as anybody over the last 3 weeks.
And a redshirt freshman, Kennedy Brooks, comes in. Hollywood Brown trying to get outside, breaks the tackle, and Browns find CeeDee Lamb, the motion man. Broken play. Murray, and he'll flip this to bounds. Murray, near side, CeeDee Lamb. That one goes right through his hands in front of Devontae Davis. 4th down and 3. Murray underneath, first down, CeeDee Lamb. This time sure-handed and physical. We saw it against USC. 2nd and 8 at the 15. Murray with time, dances out of the pocket and slides down. Looks like if I were a betting man, I'd say he would go for it on 4th down in this situation. Texas offense is moving. Here's Murray. He'll run it. Murray looking for the first down, has it, and goes down at the 5. Timeouts. Murray in the end zone, touchdown, CeeDee Lamb.
For a couple of gambles and a costly penalty, was able to get into the end zone. There you go, all the defenders going to Murray, wide open. He just dumps it over the top. It's going to be tough sledding because this Texas defense is playing fast.
2nd and 10 of the 17. Here's the option, near side. Murray keeps it, and Murray gets out of bounds.
Strike, we haven't seen it all day. A credit to those big corners and the safeties for Texas.
3rd down at 4. Murray. Deep down the field. Holly. Wood. Brown. 7.
Play. This is just speed. Little crisscross at the line of scrimmage, and he says, I'm gone. Woo. When he gets the ball behind the...
Kennedy Brooks in the backfield. Murray. Scrambling. And loses his footing. Drops the ball. Is that a turnover?
Drive for OU to get down there and score a touchdown.
2nd and 2 at the 33. They flip it out. Far side. Brown, nothing. Kyler Murray dancing in the pocket. Murray looking. Uncorks down the field. And incomplete. Lee Morris had it.
On that left side with his speed, but he was trying to go for the home run. Morris should catch that. Gets through to defenders. I know it's tough because it's going right through their hands, but as it hits Morris in the hand.
Kyler Murray has to respond. Throwing it underneath. Hollywood Brown splits the defense and gets out of bounds.
Start thinking about getting this down to a 14-7-point deficit as quick as possible.
Sideline caught. CeeDee Lamb still running. And Lamb stays in bounds. CD Lamb.
But that's when an offense like this will just start carving you up, so they got to stay aggressive.
On first down, Murray looking. Murray decides to run it. Murray, flag on the play, still on the move, and finally loses an edge inside.
Here's Powers. And as Murray takes off, watch his right hand. He just kind of holds him right there. You see that? That's exactly where the flag came out. Start having a chance, thinking about the time of possession, what it's going to take to get 3 possessions and get them into the end zone in order to cut this deficit down.
2nd and 13. Murray pulls it out, looking over the middle, incomplete.
Change, maybe look for some run after the catch, but they're going to go for it on 4th as well.
Look for Hollywood Brown. 3rd and 13 at the 44. Murray in trouble. Murray. Incomplete. Sermon. First down to the 42. Kyler Murray in trouble underneath, and he finds Hollywood Brown, who
I would call it 10 games. They've been one of the better tackling teams in the Big 12.
Murray rolls out of the pocket, over the middle, ball caught. Lee Morris, touchdown OU. 18 yards.
Via their defense.
First down to the 33. Kyler Murray runs it. He's got to get out of bounds. Murray still moving. Wow! Look at the speed! Kyler Murray, touchdown! OU, 67 yards! Down at the 43. Here's Murray, jumps it off. Sermon with blockers in front of him. Sermon, first down. Sermon down the sideline and knocked out of bounds. Kyler Murray has been brilliant. Murray, option, pitch, Sermon, touchdown Oklahoma! What a comeback!
And Murray and Lamb and the rest of these Sooners be one of the fastest on paper he's seen.
Play action for Murray. Well protected, wide open. He's got the fullback Carson Meyer. First down and then some.
This is not just throw it out on the perimeter. It's a beautiful balance of run and pass.
4-man rush. There goes Marquise Brown. Hollywood jitterbugging for a first down.
With an incredible tempo, and Gary Patterson knows this is the most difficult animal that he tries to tangle with.
Murray out of the pocket. Might be where he's at his most dangerous. CD Lamb. It's a walk-in touchdown.
But this is the danger, and you're going to see CD come right across the field, and these linebackers and these guys have to come up. Once Murray breaks containment, there is no question. That is where he's most dangerous, and then it's gone. And you don't, and way too many guys in way too many open spaces on that opening drive to see the Horned Frogs adjust a little tighter in their coverage as best they can.
Only a 3-man rush. Crosser is Brown. Extra step to the sideline that just can't catch.
Everybody, and make sure with moving pieces now, they're all on the same page.
On a keeper, it's Murray. And he will slide to the 40-yard line.
I think at a higher level than what the Horned Frogs do defensively.
Murray, a little screen out to Brown. This time they've got him bottled up against the sideline.
Experience out on the back end, so communication, that much more important.
Hollywood Brown in space again. And it will be 3rd and 5. Just get the snap off. There's the slant. CD Lamb's got it for a first down.
See the movements and the shifts, and then ultimately, what does it come down to? Just a one-on-one slant. Just those one-on-ones where your guy.
Murray has that one batted down at the line. That's his first incompletion.
Is where they want him to play. They want to keep him right there. So often Lincoln Riley moves him, and it may just be a little subtle movement.
Play clock down to 5. Murray under center. Quarterback sneak. Moves the pile. And he's got it. Murray on a keeper. Gets to Mitch. First down.
Have you seen quicker feet? I mean, have you ever seen quicker feet play the position, especially recently? I mean, we have seen fast guys, especially in this conference. RG3.
Thanks to the Dutchmen here. They're named after Dutch Myers, the spirit leaders here at TCU, and they taught me the cheer they've been doing since the 20s. Actually, it's kind of a funny story. It started as they were making fun of Texas A&M yell leaders, and the gibberish turned into a cheer they still do.
Well, they haven't had much to
feel. Be in the slot, be outside, get more opportunities, get the ball to your best players.
Kyler Murray over the middle. Calcaterra's got a catch. So first and 15. Play action. Murray rolling. Gets loose. Down the sideline. Toe tapping and staying in bounds is Miles Tease.
But unfortunately, as the quarterback scrambles here, you watch the center, they call it on Creed Humphrey. And he doesn't know that. He's just working down the field. Yeah, and he's 4 yards past that line of scrimmage when the ball is released. And said, first down is so critical to give you an opportunity to do what you want to do defensively.
Only a three-man rush. Kyler Murray avoids a sack. A little stutter step in the open field. Jets to the sideline. And he's a Murray, CeeDee Lamb, right after he took himself back about a half-yard shy of the line to gain.
You saw it earlier. And that has been the call thus far, and not looking like it right now.
Option. Kennedy Brooks, first down and then some. Inside the 10, at the pylon. He walks in for a touch. Goal to go for Kyler Murray. Play action. Floats one into the back of the end zone. Broken up. Well done by no.
It's an absolute nightmare, even for a guy as good as Gary Patterson is coordinating on the other side.
Quick hitter at the goal line into the end zone. Lee Morris. 9 catches on the season for Morris now. 5 touchdowns.
Talk about cushion in a red zone. And probably worth pointing out, no
in the game, TCU does decline the penalty, 2nd and 11. Quarterback draw. Murray tripped up behind the line.
That's really well played. The former safety turned linebacker. And the right call here. And this is a great chess match. And if you're watching Oklahoma, wonder the right call to defeat that play. And it's just a terrific back and forth. And a third down that the Horned Frogs have to get off the field.
Only a 3-man rush. Murray has all day. Fires one right to the first down marker. And look who makes an impact. 3rd down and long.
And that's Cody Ford, the right tackle. And look where he is lined up here to where the line of scrimmage is. And that is typically a call that an official will tell that tackle beforehand. Melgrim, he's looking at the lineman. He's given his call. You better do it in a hurry.
Play action. Murray hit as he threw. It comes outside.
Not just to an offense, but to a stadium and even those defenders. Tremendous job by LJ beating Bobby.
They stay committed to the 3-man rush. A flip out into the flat. Brooks well short of the first. Murray's going to throw it with 8 seconds to go in the half. Certainly has the arm to get it downfield. And now he'll just throw it away and go to halftime with Oklahoma.
Now takes everybody, and you better tackle well in space against the #1 offense in this league.
Murray over the middle. Calcaterra right.
Touches, and he's been prolific.
Kyler Murray finds Brooks in the flat. Right at the 4-man rush. Murray being chased. Floats one to the sideline looking for C.D. Lamb. Drops it in for a first down.
It was a play that Murray breaks contain, and this takes two. This is out on the playground. It's a shallow cross that C.D. Lamb is so aware. Such a savvy player.
Quarterback run. Murray, he'll go down to the backfield.
Look at all the check with me with all those defenders on the field as well.
Play action. Murray out of the pocket and slides. Good coverage downfield.
Yeah, this is really close. I'm a little surprised you don't see a penalty at the end of this. QB clearly gives himself up now. Big.
Murray comes back to the near side to at least his second, if not.
Low route, and he just stuck on one. You're exactly right. He's looking all the way to the right. He comes back across the field, and it's the ball positioning Baylor has on a huge third down conversion.
Again, the play clock still being kept by the back judge on the field. Murray flushed out of the pocket. He's got another gear. Makes a man miss in the open field. And goes out of bounds inside the TC.
Contact as those guys are gunning for you. Smart.
Little Statue of Liberty. Backdoor handoff to Trey Sermon for a first down.
You can see it. He's just hiding it from the defense.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Could be pretty poised. Not a lot of people around you. Well done.
Bullet pass up the seam. Morris. Touchdown.
Packers on a line, and let Mr. Morris do the rest. The year in just another half step faster for Mr. Brooks.
Keeper. Murray. Tries to turn the corner. Almost runs into his own man.
Aggression and everything else. These safeties in this system, and there's challenges any defensive player in college football when you play for Gary Patterson at that spot.
Blitz coming. It's been rare today that they've sent the blitz. And the dump off to... And they rush 4 here on third down. Murray off his back foot up the seam, incomplete for Brooks. And behind the line.
The game catching up a little bit to the inexperience of Collins.
To the 1 yard line goes Brooks.
He's going to do for the Oakland A's.
Murray to the back of the end zone. Touchdown. It is Carson Meyer. And he holds on. Took a hit. As Bannigan.
He's just a gamer. I mean, he's just a guy that has played so much ball in his life. Football and baseball and basketball. His dad was a stud.
Nice 7-yard gain on first down.
Ran for 110 yards last week. Here's Murray looking. All day to throw the football. Bounces out of the pocket. Now back in the pocket. Looking. Fires over the middle. Rather to the sideline. And
so expect to see Kyler Murray bounce around in the pocket quite a bit today.
Third down and 3 at the 38. Here's Murray looking for the first down. Sideline. Oh, what a beautiful catch. C.D. Lamb.
To go fast, and here we go.
Gain of 9 yards. First and 10 to the 47. Murray on the play fake. Steps up. Delivers deep down the field. And incomplete.
The nickelback was in coverage, and A.D. Miller's going to beat him. You see he got turned right there.
By number 15 of the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Absolutely. Right now up against it as OU moves into positive territory.
So that makes it first and 10. At the Kansas State 38, opening series for the Sooners. Sermon, the pistol back with Murray. Here's Murray to toss it. He'll drop it off to the big fella. Sermon gets his shoulder square, cuts inside, and gets close.
Can get positive yardage.
Murray again. He'll loft it. Wide open receiver. And it's Calcaterra. Touchdown OU. 35.
When you've got time in the pocket, what happens is that you can clear out the zone, that left side. Watch these 2 post routes. They clear out the safety. Then Calcaterra finds the opening, that soft spot, and Kyler Murray has all day.
Just a pleasure to be around him. First and 10 at the 26. Murray drops it off. Lee Morris, his high school teammate, who's having a...
But the warm-up was not going well, what I saw, so they're giving him a rest.
Second down and 4. Murray throws it out wide, and a halfback pass, wide open receiver. Oh, my goodness.
Except for right there. You got to hold on. I feel your pain, Nick.
Third down and 4 at the 32. Murray. Over the middle. First down, Oklahoma.
And Ford's leading the way.
Oklahoma quickly to the line of scrimmage. Murray surveying, sideline. Thrown high and caught by C.D. Lamb.
Maury, 6'2", 189 pounds, and he's great up in the air. We see him constantly, going to get those passes that Murray puts above his head. He's just a tremendous asset on the outside.
He's got a great catch radius, right, Joel?
You're listening.
I'm listening to you, bud.
This. Look at this.
First,
you're learning.
Don't tell anybody. Sermon, option. Murray fumbles it and has to cover it up.
Can't wait for tonight.
Third down at 7 to the 14 for Kyler Murray and the Sooners. On top, 7-6. Murray bounces out in the pocket. Murray reverses his field and just gets rid of it.
Great coverage, and when you look at this coverage both to the quarterback's left and to the quarterback's right, you got to keep in mind Kansas State is doing this without their best corner, really their best player on defense. Duke Shelley is out today. He's got 3 interceptions on the year, 2 just last week against Oklahoma State. How well Jake Fromm was playing at the end of the year.
Kennedy Brooks, look at that handoff. That was interesting, but it didn't fool Kansas.
It's right here, number 9 and 1. Watch how he just gets right past, and there was so much crisscrossing going on. I think that they confused themselves up front, and all of a sudden Mitty was in the backfield. When my shoulder was separated, I did that, but it was out of necessity.
Second down and 11. Murray, he's got a receiver, C.D. Lamb, and there he goes. C.D. Lamb, touchdown, OU, 82.
Was left all alone. Watch this. There's a breakdown in coverage, and Lamb is going to run just a little post. You see the corner lets him go. The safety bites up, and Lamb was all alone. Murray found him for a race down the field, and that's how quickly it happened.
Murray drops it off. Sermon. And he'll get to the 30.
In large part to how well their quarterbacks are playing.
Second down at 5. Murray running, and he'll
to shootout, because I don't think many teams are just going to hold Alabama down offensively like they don't hold OU down offensively.
Murray, and it's Hollywood. First down at the 46. Kennedy Brooks in the backfield. He's a talented redshirt freshman. Here's Murray over the middle, and it's caught. Rambo, and he'll get out of bounds in space.
In space, and they do a great job of it.
Murray sprints out of the pocket, throws. Another first down. This time it's Calcaterra.
Unbelievable job of it.
First down and 10 at the 15. Murray. Another short pass. This time it's Miles Tees
with Kennedy Brooks in the backfield.
First and goal to the 3-yard line. Not only do they have Brooks in the backfield, they have a quarterback that can run it. Option, pitch, Brooks, 6.
Well, it's just going to be right here. You're going to stare at this outside linebacker. I mean, I have no idea what you would do if you're in that position. Daquan Patton is in no man's land because he's not going to catch Brooks on the outside and then take
down to the 10. Empty backfield. Murray gets out of the pocket. Murray with the speed. Sideline run, and he's out of bounds at the 30. First and 10 to the 33 after the 23-yard gain by Kyler Murray. Here's Murray again. Drops it off in the flat. Sermon. And Sermon. Second and 6 at the 37.
So he'll play baseball, but the way that his season gone, who knows, man.
Murray to the sideline. And Lee Morris' high school, some way, shape, or form, a football player is going to play football. Third down and 2. Murray over the middle. What a pass. Beautiful touch And another first down. Basquin with the catch, and it's
such great touch. Great touch. That's like shooting a free throw, and it's got to be perfect, and he laid it right over the rim.
He'll throw it again. Murray looks backside. Dancing around like Fran Tarkington. Sermon. Another first down for Oklahoma. Now they're
not even supposed to be in the route, but he knows he's an eligible receiver. Watch, he tells him, hey, get out there. Just release. And he dumps it over the top. Sermon gains positive yardage. That's a play. Keep in mind, folks, Kansas State in the field, he's above the X's and O's. It doesn't matter how perfect you are on defense, he can still beat you.
First down and 10 of the 25. Murray will toss it again. Murray, look at the time. Over the middle. First down, OU.
He's literally blocking the whole time. He sees that Murray needs an outlet. He just kind of drifts off, and then it's a big play.
Murray in the end zone. And incomplete. That one thrown behind.
In this ball game so far.
Second down and goal at the 9. Murray runs it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. On the second.
Check it out. You got the linebacker, you got the safety. They're both in man coverage. They're going to go to their right when Sermon and Lee Morris go to their left. Right, and then all of a sudden, boom. I'm quick as a hiccup, and I'm to the edge, and I'm in the end zone. They do a lot of things well. Riley's going down there because it looks like he wants to call a timeout.
Second down, goal to the 10. Kyler Murray looking. Murray avoiding. Murray buying time. And finally, he just dumps to the corner. Hollywood Brown, the receiver at the bottom of your screen. They go in that direction and incomplete.
That's exactly what they tried to do. The quick turnaround after the turnover, and now they're forcing at least a field goal opportunity. So a nice job by this defense, and the coverage did a great job. Lincoln Riley, he wants more. He wants execution at all times.
Austin Seibert. Now we talk about the mini.
Big A. I grew up near Boulder. My dad would take me to Colorado games and watch some of these great Oklahoma teams.
A little far side. That was caught by Basket. Kid.
Jamel Holloway. How about this? A couple of guys could have caught that. They're fighting.
Kennedy Brooks in the backfield now with Kyler Murray. Bobbles a snap. Picks it up. Murray. Chicken. Saddle.
I mean, I guess when you've been the fastest guy on the field your whole life, you never panic. Like, I'll just tell you this right now. 90% of quarterbacks right there would have been like, oh, my goodness, and just totally freaked out. And Murray just calmly picks up the ball, and he's like, oh, I'm about to run away from this guy. And then he just sprints out to his left and gets the first down.
But he's a middle infielder, isn't he?
Center field.
Murray runs it. Hesitation. Gets to the 40.
Total yards, 3 touchdowns, one of them on the ground.
He's passed for close to 300 yards, 294. Murray delivers. 300 plus. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown Sooners.
Placement, Keevian McGee, number 14. He has a chance here, but he gets caught in between. The ball is floated, and so he goes for it. But if you go for it, you got to at least keep that back arm on the wide receiver because there's no help down the field.
This offensive line is really starting to gel together, led by their redshirt freshman center, Creed Humphrey.
Second down and 6. Texas Tech showing some pressure. Now they drop Adams and a fourth player late. Kyler Murray to throw. It's picked off. His first throw of the game intercepted by Vontae Dorsey. Dorsey inside the 10, and it'll be dropped inside the 5-yard line.
He's just trying to throw the dig route to Marquise Brown and never sees Vontae Dorsey. You're right, Kyler Murray hasn't thrown many interceptions, only 3 on the entire season. And if you ask for a recipe to upset a team at home, this is the perfect one for Texas Tech. You intercept Kyler Murray, get him a little bit rattled, then you punch it in with Vasher, take a 7-0 lead, then you run down on a kickoff and get playing with a broken hand. Keep track of that.
Murray throwing. Oh, what a grab! Grant Calcaterra. So a couple players catch a break there. Cody Ford that he's not ejected. Vontae Dorsey that he's not kicked out of the game for targeting as well. First down and 10. Kyler Murray will keep it himself.
You're going to see this. This is the quickness of Kyler Murray. They run this option, and if he sees any green grass in between the tackles, the country, as he gets down. Now, you know he's a baseball player. He's got to slide down to a tee.
Second down and 5. We'll get you the official reason there was no targeting on Dorsey momentarily. That's Marquise Brown out of some jet motion. Murray down the middle of the field. Football. 4 receivers in. Sermon the single setback for third down and 5. Just got the play away. Good pocket for Murray. Throws it, it's intercepted again! It's picked off, and it's Vontae Dorsey again. His second interception. Dorsey still on his feet. Out of the game for targeting.
Take a look at this, Steve. They're confusing Kyler Murray. All these guys are going to pop out at the snap, and Kyler Murray is confused. He goes from one side to the other, and then when he tries to throw this football here, he just misses him, throws the ball high, and it goes right to Dorsey. Clearly, Kyler Murray's a little bit rattled to start this football game.
And Dorsey is charmed. He was not ejected for targeting.
Away with one there. Could have been called the targeting. And then this one just came right into the breadbasket. Oklahoma averaging 237 yards rushing on the ground. That's first in the Big 12. They can rely on that run game.
Second down and 7. Here's Murray. Going to try to do it with his legs since the arm isn't working right. Down and 2. That's Brown in a slot, bottom of your screen. Off the play fake. Murray to throw. Lofts one, and it's open. Jeremiah Hall, the fullback out of the backfield.
Trey Sermon, Kennedy Brooks, Marquise Brown, C.D. Lamb, you name it. Okay, let's throw it to a guy who hasn't caught a ball all year. Jeremiah Hall. Great play design from Lincoln Riley.
First down and 10 at the Texas Tech 19. Murray under pressure. Trying to get out of there. Kyler Murray, the fastest player on the field. You get an example of that. Able to turn.
Texas Tech had the perfect defense call. They had somebody free in the backfield, and there's no defensive lineman or linebacker in college football on his team, and he wears number 5.
Yes. Marquise Brown. Second down and 7. 4 wide receivers at Sermon. Murray to throw. Able to complete to Lee Morris for the touchdown. The history books. And Lee Morris, I don't know if he's Chris Carter, but all he does is catch touchdown passes.
Meant that they've been better offensively through the first half of the season with Kyler Murray at quarterback.
Here is Murray taking off. Man, he is fast. Look at him blowing past people. And down to the 41 game.
Well, if you're Lincoln Riley, you got a dilemma, right? This guy is so talented to this that you want to run him, but you also don't want to run him too much in case he might, get hit or being on people, opening up big holes in the run game.
Murray to throw, sips one in there, and Calcaterra is rocked for the
extended period of time. We'll see if he's able to come back in a football game.
He's out right now. Nick Basquin has checked in his place. Quick throw from Marquise Brown. He's got a whole lot of concerned people out there rooting for him and watching right now. Oklahoma trailing by 10 at the 12 of Texas Tech. Murray trying to scamper out with plenty of running room in front of him, and he makes it look easy. Kyler Murray
brings a little bit of pressure. Here's 2 guys coming off of the edge, and watch when this pocket starts to collapse. Jordan Brooks goes outside, and Kyler Murray goes inside, and that's all it takes. All it takes is half of a gap, and if you're out of position, he did the same thing to Texas at the end of that game and went 60 yards for a touchdown. He just has that kind of explosiveness.
I wonder. Murray will keep it.
None of these other guys have been recruited by the Oklahomas and the Texases, but Rico Jeffers at 6'2", 245 is special.
It's Miles Tees in motion out of the jet action, and it's dropped. C.D. Lamb had it,
They just tried to run with the ball before he secured it.
Nasty, bordering on dirty, some might say. Whole lot of coaches think Oklahoma's offensive line, they get away with more than most. Here's Kyler Murray. Zips one in across the middle to the 30, and it's more.
Even in this football game, he took a swing at one of the Tony Jones, the defender, early in the game, and he's bordered on it.
Murray to throw, able to complete. Lee Morris, the pass.
You get that offensive line going, you get the run game going, then the RPO starts open. That's very difficult to defend.
Gain of 21 there. Here's Murray to throw again, the far side. It's Marquis
to knock some of those pullers off in the run game.
Good news for Oklahoma. Grant Calcaterra is back in the football game. Top of your screen. See if Murray's looking for him again. Deep shot down the sideline from Marquise Brown. Looking around, and a catch.
You see the ball skills over the shoulder in tight man-to-man coverage here. This is an unbelievable play by him. Just comes down a little bit.
And Brown, 46 on the play. Oklahoma trailing by 3. Murray to throw. Sideline for Sermon out of the backfield. The flags come.
Can't tell there from where Washington.
Fourth straight trip to the red zone. Again, this is a drive that started back at their own 1. Option for Sermon.
15. If they try to audible here, they're going to be up against it again.
Tony Jones had a chance there for the tackle for loss and couldn't make it. Snap it with 6. Murray throwing for Carson Meyer, the fullback, for the touchdown.
Rico Jeffers in man-to-man coverage, and he tries to get a jam on him and just misses. And that's the easiest touchdown throw of the season for Kyler Murray.
So safe to say Kyler has bounced back in a big way.
Listen, we knew that this certainly looks like Michigan will be there with an opportunity to get to the Big Ten championship game for the first time in Jim Harbaugh era.
See how Lincoln Riley plays this. Under a minute, only 1 timeout. Here's Kyler Murray. And he'll slow the first quarter, 1 in the second to avoid delay of game penalties. They'd like to have those timeouts back here. Murray throwing, sideline, and completing. It's a 2nd down and 10. Murray to throw. Has a clean pocket. Zips one in across the middle. And it's Lee Morris.
You know, if you're Lincoln Riley, you know David Gibbs is going to be soft and just try to keep things in front of him. So he's basically giving you a field goal.
Murray, take a shot. Down the sideline. CeeDee Lamb couldn't haul it in with him, including Adrian Fry, Vontae Dorsey.
Yeah, and I think you got to expect, like I said, that Tech is going to be soft defensively. They're not going to give up a touchdown. They may give you a field goal attempt. But there were 2 players for Texas. He will look at the play clock, and when it hits 0, he will take his eyes from the clock to the ball. And if it's snapped already, he will not throw the flag. It's almost the echo of the 25 seconds.
They give you a beat. 3rd and 7. Murray flings one. No chance.
See if they can execute this here. You got to be on your P's and Q's to get down after you get the first down.
4th and 7 from the 40. No timeouts. Taking a lot of time. Murray across the middle. And
quarterback's playing, and it's been Jet Duffy. Now, they didn't have a whole lot of success with him throwing the football, but he's more of a running quarterback. And then McLean Carter, who was the starter at the beginning of the year, was hurt with an ankle, is dressed out as well.
Here's Murray. Has plenty of time. Unloads. Marquise Brown, and the ball was hung up. Traditions here in Lubbock. Our first visit for both of us.
Yep.
McShay comes here all the time. Here's 3rd and 7. Murray to throw. Try to go back shoulder to CeeDee Lamb, and he's stuck on 102. 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Red Raiders bringing some pressure, and it's great to see Calcaterra
than you see on tape. But really impressive job there, seeing over his offensive line and being able to find a window like all the great shorter quarterbacks are able to do.
I don't know if he's seeing over, Todd, or maybe finding a window to see through.
X-ray vision. He's listed at 5'10". Doesn't sound like McShay's buying that. Here's Murray to throw. Able to complete this.
He's got that athletic ability to go make a play with his feet, so he doesn't have to force anything.
Murray lofts one down the sideline for Lee Morris. He's got it. Did he stay in? And the signal is touch on top.
You get one of the fastest players in college football on the edge to affect a defense like this, but then has the touch to throw on the run, over the defender, over the shoulder of Morris. This is the lethal combination of Kyler Murray.
And now the Alan Bowman injury.
Here for the first time.
Think about the talent that was on display that night. Murray to throw. Middle of the field. And Marquise Brown running with, listed at 168 pounds. 3rd and 3. Murray will now look to create. Directing traffic. Throwing on the run. And able to hit his man.
Well, you give this much time, right? These receivers are going to uncover. They do a great job. They understand how athletic their quarterback is. He's just going to run right back down the stem, and Kyler Murray buys the time. He's got time to point it out and get open somehow, some way. And
so maybe it was something more than just being inadvertently hit with the football. Again, with speculation at this point. Bowman did take a big shot on the sideline right before that last Texas Tech touchdown drive. Here's Carson Meyer. Already out. Kyler Murray over 400 yards total offense. That should come as a surprise to no one. Here's Murray trying to pick his holes and takes a shot out of bounds.
Sharing the ball, they're going to try to take that lick. And normally he's fast enough to get out of bounds, but that time Ja'Shawn Johnson
at the 21 of Texas Tech. Sooners by 4. Some pressure on Murray. Lofts one for Carson Meyer. And he can't.
Parker. And he's been under fire here in this second half pretty early. You know, Texas Tech is playing without Dakota.
3rd and 8. Murray, quick throw. Back shoulder. C.D. Lamb brought it down. Personal fouls. There's another flag that flies now.
Look at Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, this is what leadership is, right? In that quarterback position, you need to get control of your guys. I don't care if you got to grab them by the face mask, get C.D. Lamb back in the huddle and say, listen, I need you to win this football game. You might have just gotten 2 unsportsmanlike penalties on that one play, and if so, you're unsportsmanlike already in this game. Now his receiver.
1st down and 10. Murray looking for Lamb. It was over. 2nd down and 10. All the while buying more time for Alan Bowman, potentially, to return. Murray under some pressure, able to get away with it. He'll throw that away. Murray in trouble. He's going to be dropped. It's Vontae Dorsey. Who else for the Red Raiders? The rare.
If you're going to bring that pressure, you got to make sure you maintain that pocket. And once you get him to shuffle his feet, you get the fast player in Vontae Dorsey to get him on the ground. It's well done by Texas Tech defensively. Protect the player.
As you would expect, the 3rd quarter offensive numbers for Texas Tech have suffered. Get it out to C.D. Lamb. Lamb down the sideline. One man to beat and could not. The left tackle, redshirt junior from Allen, Texas.
It's a good call there. He holds Justice Parker. Putting a lot of pressure on this Texas Tech.
Oklahoma football, 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Sermon gonna flip it to Marquise Brown. He's got Murray in front of him as a blocker, not victory. They've won a conference record 16 straight Big 12 road games. Trying to keep this going. Oh, Marquise Brown had it, and then he didn't.
Wow, and Marquise Brown comes up holding that hamstring, and Looked like he had that football. You know, we've been talking about how fast.
Couple steps. Better safe than sorry for Brown. There's Kyler Murray on the run. Things just open up for him nicely, right up. Passes more every time out. And he's playing in the fourth quarter. It's not a Tua Tagovailoa situation. CeeDee Lamb now.
Yeah, that affects how Tech obviously is going to play here. You don't have to worry about the speed there. Now you can focus on CeeDee Lamb because Charleston Rambo, the substitute for Marquise Brown, not quite as explosive.
Here's Murray to throw. Good play by Lamb coming back. His play out could very well come down to November 23rd. Oklahoma will travel to Morgantown to take on West Virginia. Still some work to be done here. The speedster Kyler Murray is still
arms away, up 4 points. He's putting it on his offensive line and Trey Sermon. That gives you a huge indication as to what Lincoln Riley thinks of this offensive line.
Taking the play clock down to 1. Kyler Murray on the option. The pitch it to Sermon. Sermon rushed for 26 times for 206 yards and 3 scores a week ago, including a 20 and 30-yard touchdown to put the game away. On the ground, it's Murray, the quarterback, trying to make some people miss. Scores this kind of game, this kind of rivalry, this conference. It's almost redundant. Here's Kyler Murray. All sorts of time. Lofts one down the sideline and is caught. Carson Meyer. His first toss of the game. And they are across midfield, already at the Oklahoma State 40. First down and 10. Murray to throw again. Underneath to CeeDee Lamb. And he is upended.
Pulling around on that last play. You have to make them miss and get in the backfield and be disruptive.
Second down and 10 now. Just inside the 30. Here comes some blitz. Murray trying to get out of there. The escapability, throwing on the run and completing. It's Sermon out of the back. Oklahoma State #1 of the country in sacks. Not this time.
You're going to see the blitz come from the outside. Brailford, he gets there, but you got to get him on the ground. Just because you get in the backfield doesn't mean that you get Kyler Murray, and that looks exactly like Michael Vick running to his left, making that play. Very hard to do.
So we'll keep an eye on Kyler Murray, who's 3 for 3 for 65 yards so far. He's got a ways to go. He will look to add to that here. Wide open is Lee Morris.
Middle of 2 deep defense. You're going to have a corner here and a safety back here. And this ball has to be thrown on the line. It's a great read from Kyler Murray, understanding where the weakness of that defense is.
Surprise, it's not a touchdown. Came in with 16 catches on the season, 8 of them for scores. That one just went for 28 for Lee Morris. First down and 10 at midfield. Murray running away from people. Takes a pretty good against the #1 sack team in the nation. This Oklahoma State defense. Here's Murray to throw off his back foot. Doesn't even need to step into that.
Because he's a young player as a redshirt freshman, and you don't want to overload him knowing you don't have much or anything behind him.
On the ground, they swing it to Brooks. It's another touch.
And if Trey Sermon, who's still on the sideline, not to go here, and Lincoln Riley gets credit to him recruiting-wise that he's got this kind of depth.
3rd and 4. Murray's got all sorts of time. Waits for Brown to come underneath, and it's one move.
Sermon maybe in short yardage and goal line situation.
So a big play there to keep the drive alive. Here's Murray on the quick throw to Miles. Tees making people miss. And he's down at A&M. Had the one short start for Baker Mayfield a season ago. And then all this time. Still 2 to snap this one. Finally get it away. Here's Murray under pressure. The last second gets it off to Sermon. Stays inbounds and then is bumped out. Murray.
Yeah, no question. Jim Knowles, defensive coordinator, decided to bring an all-out pressure. Kyler Murray sees it. This is just like an option. Turns into a scramble and an option. And Trey Sermon almost makes an unbelievable effort to get to the end zone, but that's the right call. He steps out at about the
38 points, 449 yards of offense. And we are on pace to obliterate last year's record for points in Bedlam. And Kyler Murray, maybe that's because he's 2-11 in this Bedlam series. He said, look, we got to get the kids excited every week. If we make this game to be more important than another game, we makes things difficult. Here's Murray going to take off. Kyler Murray. Cross midfield and he'll scamper out of bounds.
Amazing, right? He's rolling out here. He wants to throw the ball deep. And Oklahoma State does a nice job of covering deep. But if you don't have the lanes, he is so fast, so explosive. And this is Michael Vick. That's what that is.
Prior to that punt, we had 47 snaps in the game. Only 6 of them had been on third or fourth. Here's a 2nd and 9. Murray trying to get out of trouble. Thought he was throwing it away and him around the field.
I don't think that Kyler Murray is capable of giving up on a play. And if you had this talent, why would you? Look, he fakes one way, goes the other way. That's a safety that's chasing, not an outside linebacker.
And he's 10 for 10.
Of course he is.
Passing 134 yards. That's Trey Sermon, the running back at the top of your screen. They spread him out. 3rd down and 7. Murray underneath, crossing to Brown's got the 1st down.
He's a winner. 43-0 as a high school player. He's only lost 1 game in his career, and that was to Texas earlier this year. But he knows how to win. And last week we learned that he can also compete and come back from adversity. Those 2 interceptions to start the game.
It's a distant memory now. Murray throws for the end zone.
How is he going to respond? Not only did he do it on the field, but he did it on the sideline as well, and picking some of his teammates up during the course of that game.
Won the snap and barely got that one away. Murray off his first incompletion, comes back to C.D. Lamb. Looking to say he was out of bounds.
Well, it certainly looked like C.D. Lamb had a foot come down. That ball perfectly thrown. An eye on that left. Oh, yeah, his hand came down out of bounds first. Great call by the official.
Colby Peel had the coverage. True freshman from College Station.
And give Peel credit, too. He came over, didn't give up on the play, and hit the time left in the first half. He's been on fire all season, and is no different in the first part of this game. Take a look at the progression. We talk about his speed and all those things, but look at his mental capacity going through his reads, and then an accurate ball thrown to a fullback on a wheel route, then extending plays. This play ends up being almost 6 seconds, and you give him that much time, he's going to find an open receiver. And when you do everything right, you have containment and you have coverage downfield, you think you're in good shape. Nope, another 25, 30 yards. Almost impossible to defend.
Murray in the offense. Take over the 23. Quick throw to Miles Tees.
He is one of the leading the Big 12 in sacks, but there hasn't been any pressure.
Murray looking to get out of there. And you haven't mentioned Creed Humphrey.
Set to play center, and he thinks he's going to be an all-world talent.
And here's a really friendly guy, too. Maybe off the field. C.D. Lamb can't haul that. And the next matchup is a different kind of family matchup. Up against Justice Hill's brother. Here's Kyler Murray taking off. 1st down yardage, and he'll scamper out at the... Murray to throw. And complete to C.D. Lamb.
Happen on that series. What do you like? What are you feeling out there? What are you seeing? And I fully expect them to get back on track here on this drive.
90 seconds to go in the half. Oklahoma State will get the football to start the second half. Every possession counts in this game. Kyler Murray knows that. Marquise Brown, touchdown.
Well, much like Tylan Wallace has done 2 times in this game, you put Marquise Brown in the slot. He's matched up on a true freshman in Tanner McAllister, and that's just no contest.
Down to the locker room. 20 seconds left in the half. 6-point lead for 6th-ranked Oklahoma. Completing the Marquise Brown. That's going to say it's 3rd and 6. Murray to throw across the middle. Finding his way in the seam is Nick. 34 for Seibert if they can. Career long for him is 51. And it's Kyler Murray.
It's too much time. You can't run more than the safety down in Magruder, and these defensive linemen need to shed blocks. Easier said than done versus one of the best offensive lines in the country.
All sorts of time for Murray. C.D. Lamb hauled it in. They're going to say no, he's out of bounds. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that left foot was down. Clearly, he had possession, even though it was in one hand. He clearly had possession and a foot down. And CeeDee Lamb's one of the best wide receivers in the country, in my opinion. With his body, question, did that right foot come out in this football game?
Pressure up the middle. Murray doing the dance. And unable to complete it. 2nd and 10. Ready to go back to work. The Oklahoma State 38. Murray in some trouble. It'll go down.
It's a great job, great design. Edison McGruder, he's number 3 right here. He's going to come. He's got containment. Once he sees that it's a pass from the pocket, now he can come with pressure, and he had to come cautiously. I'll see how cautious he was.
So on a 4th down and 12. On the +40. Here's Murray throwing. And nowhere near his intended target, Miles.
Coach of the year in college football. Just he's a semifinalist.
Yep, and for all the talk about Lincoln Riley, to the NFL one day, and they say the same things about Coach Biedenbow as well. The NFL might be looking at him. Right now, all eyes on Bedlam. And Kyler Murray. And it shows you some of the arm strength.
Rush from Jordan Brailford. Calvin Bundage with a wrap around the edge. Gets a tackle for loss.
Here's 3rd and 21. Murray trying to escape from Justin Phillips. And I throw that one away. Better than 10 yards per carry. Reminds me of Trey Sermon, the first offensive snap of the game. Ripped off 60 yards on the right side. So with some breathing room, Kyler Murray will air it out. Marquise Brown goes up to 0.1 points per game. They live above 50, though. Murray in trouble. He'll be taken down at the 20-foot to bring him down.
Great job on the 2nd level. Look at the coverage. Murray wants to throw to the right. Right now, he wants to throw it. There's nowhere to go. We got a linebacker over the top, and that's what gives McGruder the opportunity to get the sack. Great coverage down.
Murray in some chaos, able to get it out to Brown. Oh, Brown makes people miss. Across midfield, and he'll scamper out of
Williams there, number 8, the corner. That's who needs to make this tackle. This is the 4th or 5th time that Marquise Brown has caught this little shallow cross. And there comes Williams. He overplays it and gives up an extra.
Neither one could come up with the play. Just across midfield. Murray will keep it. And he'll run.
I don't put myself in that position, Todd.
Yeah.
I throw the ball to him.
Or run out of bounds. Here's Murray to throw. Lofts one, and it's caught. It's Marquise Brown. And the Cowboys.
Todd talked about his route running, and it's just a double move on the outside. A.J. Green bites. The ball's a little bit underthrown, but Hicker's job to get it through the uprights. And it's an extra point for crying out loud.
Right. And it's not the NFL extra point. Kyler Murray able to hang on to it. Did you see that at the mesh point? Team. Under 10.5 to play. Both Sermon and Brooks in the backfield. It has to be because they're the only healthy running backs Oklahoma has. Murray does a little dance, and he's going to be spun around for a loss.
Brown is who Kyler Murray wanted to get. You're going to see he's looking downfield. Marquise Brown ends up being double covered. Here he is. This is Marquise Brown, and you see both these defenders. That was great coverage downfield. And then Amen gets in the backfield for the sack.
Really, Amen? How it works.
On Bonamiga.
Went from a 1st down run to 3rd and 21. And Murray is...
They go backwards and now have to punt.
.609 to go in the 4th. Kyler Murray. Quick pass to Marquise Brown down the sideline. He's got 1st down yard.
This is typically the time of the game where Lincoln Riley likes to lean on that offensive line in the run game to take time off the clock and to wear out defenses. They did it last week against Texas Tech in the 4th quarter.
Here's Kyler Murray. He'll be tripped up.
You got to defend those choice routes, though, to shut him down.
Second down and 5. Play fake, and he looks for the corner, and he's got C.D. Lamb.
Really a star on this team. He's out here on the outcut about 15 yards and the nod inside. Just a tremendous job of turning the defender inside out.
Just checked in, the redshirt freshman from Mansfield, Texas. They are lacking depth at running back since the loss of Rodney Anderson a few weeks ago.
Mishandled there.
It was, but picked up, and the pass over the middle of the tight end.
Come back to that corner stop. Oklahoma's going to continue to attack this edge for this Kansas Jayhawk defense. And again, watch for number 8 against Cal Taylor.
The launch points and the many different styles of launch points with a great release. That one's a little bit low, but C.D. Lamb gathers it in.
Outstanding, guys. This one is as prolific.
We've talked to countless defensive coordinators that have said it's markedly better than last year's team with Mayfield. Here goes Murray with a little RPO activity. Finds Brown. And
impressive.
Second down and 6. Brooks is back in the backfield. Dumps it out to Carson Meyer. Second down and 4. Murray for the end zone and overshoots his man Calcaterra, the tight end.
He had an excuse behind that previous night.
First and 10. Looking long. A little cross up there between he and Marquise Brown.
Yeah, Marquise was either hitching and coming down to settle it down, and Murray thought he was going to go continue deep.
Flat.
Take a look at the route here. You're going to see a little hitch route. Then he turns and goes back upfield. A little confusion. He thinks that Murray is not going to that deep corner route. Again, that's who run it as effectively as they're passing. They're basically a running team.
Murray with plenty of time. A wide open receiver. Lee Morris. Time winding down in the first quarter. In case you were wondering, Oklahoma last went scoreless in the second game of the year against Ohio State.
Most easy option.
Don't have to worry now. Touchdown, Murray.
Exceptional read on the outside. You can see when the ball is snapped to him, watch the conflict that it causes. Let's freeze this guy's right here. Stop that down, and then boom, you can see the 2-men option. He fools number 1 right there and gets into the end zone for the
Proven to Last, sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Fantastic job of this guy right here working inside as Murray. The option game, the RPOs were working as well. When you put him on the move, Timmy, he's very difficult to defend. And then you get those guys working on the edge. Here's that inside option game, easy.
Ellinger keeps it himself right up the middle, 7-yard touchdown. Longhorns lead 7-0 first quarter. Back to you.
All right, Greg, thank you. Here, Kyler Murray's on the loose. He's going to be corralled at the...
I think you have to push it a lot more. Then that inside underneath game comes open for you.
Big time play fake, and Murray looping it deep and incomplete. Going for Calcaterra for 95 yards. That's Marquise Brown in motion. Second and 10. Quick out to C.D. Lamb.
Timmy, I want you to take a look at the pull scheme here that's working. This looks like a run play if you're looking in the box, but they throw the ball off of this. This is one of the things that Lincoln Riley does to set up the 4th and the 3rd quarter of game comeback counter to that same side. This is an excellent job, and it's one of the reasons why he's one of the greatest minds in college sports right now. So creative and creating scenarios that are tough to defend.
3rd down and 3. Shallow cross. There it is to C.D. Lamb for the first time. Call it that, but it was money.
Well, it's virtually impossible to cover this because, again, it's just a pivot upfield. As you said, a quick slant, look-in route. He gets upfield. The ball is placed right there. The defender is behind him, and it's a couple years ago. They've got so much depth in this offense at receiver, the Sooners.
He's been overshadowed a little bit because of the great statistics that others, including Murray, had. Off the zone, wide open, touchdown, Carson Meyer.
Now, Tim, sometimes when you think you've got help over the top, Murray with the ride in the mesh, he goes up into the line of scrimmage to sell it even more. You know, if you're covering this guy that's...
Someone he loves dearly, and that's Lincoln Riley. Kennedy Brooks in the backfield as they take over on downs. Here comes pressure, and Kyler's just got to get rid of this.
I'm still scratching my head about that.
Tell you what, Pat Dye is still proud of him. I'm telling you that.
You better believe it.
Pat coached him at East Carolina before going to Auburn in his Hall of Fame career. Murray looking and incomplete, intended for Calcaterra. We're going to get a marker.
Going on there, but I think number 11, the free safety, Mike Lee, as you said, out of New Orleans, Louisiana, was back there with a little extra hand. Yeah, I think, you know, it's
I don't know.
Impressive. Looks a lot like last year's game in terms of overall yards in the first half.
Murray. Well, they're trying to keep him in his lane, but this is where he thrives. Look at that. Wow. Just look at that. It's Marquise Brown. He's still on his feet. Hello.
In a minimal gain, he keeps the play alive.
Look at that.
And all of that motion inside the tackles, and then he finally releases the ball. It's almost like he understands what his weakness is, and he's going to continue to push the ball downfield and not have to run it. Absolutely amazing.
After the play, Daniel Wise, number 96, just came over and gave him a high five. You just have to tip your cap and
turn that vertical or come back underneath.
It's a quick out route. And also the BC Lions.
Double gap.
Quick out to Brown. Quick feet. Oh, yeah. It's first and goal. And a first.
I call this the old snap screen. You know, you got a lot of bodies up in front, and to be able to just sift through all of that trash and garbage in there, big plays coming within the first 2 or 3 series as a result of those adjustments.
There's some pressure, but Murray got away. The pass is picked. Shaq Taylor comes down with it. What an athletic play by Sher. And that thwarted this effort by Murray.
He was looking for C.D. Lamb out there. First of all, the pressure helped him, and then he came all the way back to the opposite side of the field where he had a man open, but that ball was underthrown. Excellent job of identifying, and as you said, Timmy,
Brooks is up to 104 yards now. Out of the shotgun, Murray lets it fly. And it's Marquise, 15 yards.
Hassan defense, again, was working number 13 back in the back end. He got turned around, and too much separation between the ball and the defender there for him. You know, when the guy gets turned around.
14 of 18 for 178. A touchdown and a pick for Murray. Out route caught. That's C.D. Bobby Evans and Wise at the end of this play in that interior alignment.
Goes over the top of that cover 2 look. Again, a near guy up, but once again, that was the defense too with the little 2-gap guard scheme on that last play.
2nd and 5. Murray
got it.
Wow. Just missed him. Yep. 3rd and 5. Plenty of time, and he's going to tuck and run this time. Boy, I think he may have made that choice a little late, and Joe didn't.
Protection up in front of him, but again, just Deneen did a fantastic job of going horizontal, lateral to the field, and nice football play. The only thing could have been better about that tackle is the hit.
Tried for Cyber and go for it on 4th down. 56%, 5 of 9 on the year. Does this surprise you any?
It does surprise me, but they're in a tough spot. They've got this thing covered right here off the edge, and they've got the numbers here. This is a bad look for the Sooners here.
Murray in trouble, but he does tuck it again. Look out, those legs will do it every time. You're right. Kansas defensively was deployed perfectly.
They were difference maker, and Murray did it again. Just pulled a rabbit out of his hat, man. There's nowhere that they should have been able to run this ball or pass it for that matter. But for that guy right there, he's special.
Confidence in his quarterback right there. No doubt about it. Your pre-snap read was perfect. Murray, again, lots of time, and now just heaves it out of there. You see the current drive now, 68 yards. They've held the ball for over 4 minutes. Option.
They played it option well.
And he just took a seat. Nice
option game. That was an easy touchdown in the first half. Not so much here. They played it well. Slide, slide, slide. Great pitch relationship is there, but they take it away on the opposite end. Fantastic.
Trips to the top of your screen. In the corner, through the hands of C.D. Lamb.
Buck that ball out of the air. C.D. Lamb lets this ball hit his pads. You see how he lets it climb on him? Go pluck that out.
3rd and goal. Brooks remains the setback.
Nice little sugar look going on here. All that means is they're giving them some sense of blitzing coming, and they're going to come too.
Yeah, here they come, right up the gut. Tyler Murray in trouble. He'll do it on his own. There he goes. Touchdown.
And allow him to come back. The hesitation by Zamara. Watch him come upfield. Bites on it. That guy right there is too fast to try to redirect and catch him.
He's coming off the field. He's hot. Any doubt? Spencer?
Nope, no doubt whatsoever. You can trust him because when everything breaks down, he's got the power to go finish and close the deal. Even when things go awry, he's able to find and make something happen and show you he's got the speed and the...
Play fake. Here he is again, looping it, finding his man, Carson.
He scored on a seam, of course, earlier in the half.
He did.
Showing you the elusiveness, again, stand within the pocket to find and create. Nice little alignment conscious. Did a nice job.
From the 26, it's 2nd and 4. Looping it for Lamb. Tipped into the air, almost intercepted too.
Play on the back end. It was CeeDee Lamb is a tremendous athlete, physically gifted, able to go up and climb and make plays happen.
I think he may have gotten a little dinged on that play, Lamb. Curl caught at the 18 by.
Can be lethal inside the red area. I mean, because the playbook actually expands because of the skill set of number one.
Look at that time he's got. And he's finally hauled down.
The coverage is just like a blanket. Off coverage on the outside. Again, both corners. Eye discipline is unbelievable. In the flat area, they're playing boundary. The shallow underneath, they are just assignment conscious, not going to be fooled by the route combination by the Sooners.
You see,
It said there's a couple things they need to do, and one of them is to take away the route combinations of choice. That was an example of it.
2nd and 13, they swing it out to Brooks. Take it out inside throughout all of college football. Brooks remains in the backfield, play fake. Murray.
Tough throw, man.
That ball is tipped.
That's a tough throw.
With the wide receivers, there was prematurely right there.
This is the 3rd time they tried to throw this route into this type of coverage, and I understand.
Down to 10. Quarterback draw all the way.
Design draw, yeah.
Why not? Look at him go.
You're not going to catch him.
That's why Kyler Murray is the best player in college football.
He wants it. The guards, there's no one over them. Sets up the draw. All you need is one downfield block from Brooks. You got that. Now everybody else is in his hip pocket. You ain't going to catch that guy right there.
Unstoppable player, Spencer.
Bryce Tornaton is the safety here, drops back. You're going to see him drive on this ball. He needs to be taking this angle instead. He comes as this angle, and there's a price to be paid from that. He takes it absolutely away from you. That's what Tyler Murphy is about. He's just unbelievable, Tim. The way he affects a defense in terms of scheme, he affects you that way, but individual players. See the little red fedora he had on tonight.
Yes, he
it was
did.
Really nice.
Jeff Long, the new athletic director at Kansas, was working with Joe at one time.
Got him wide open, Tim.
Yes, he does.
So
And this
throws.
there have been 2 times to the receivers, and both times it was Marquise Brown, and he's got to complete that one.
Yeah, ironically, he's more accurate. It was the double move there, the Dino route we used to call that. He's more accurate when he's on the move and making that particular, able to get that little script in there, man. We'd have had one panel. Nice.
That's Calcaterra. He's down to the 20. Quick out to Brown. A piece inside, no such thing. It's a 2-score game, but hanging half 100 is hanging half 100. Up and over and knocked away. That's a good of the junior from Houston's Ridge Point. Carson Meyer, the intended receiver.
It's this, and then the out route.
He did, and it's touchdown. It's Calcaterra, right on cue.
The throw to. I mean, you got trips formation. You got an off defender right back here. That's where the opportunity is. Put it in motion and watch why. Nice move. It's wide open. Whether it's cover 2, you can't be anybody back there in the end zone. There's no other defender.
A magnificent season as the first-year starter for the Sooners. Leading the nation's highest scoring team. They're #1 in total offense.
Effective runner in their offense, not just a scramble guy.
Sermon, the running back, He left last week's win against Kansas after one carry with a left foot and ankle injury. Murray throws a wobbler behind Sermon.
Pretty good job being disciplined in how they rushed Kyler Murray. They kept him in the pocket, and as he started to break, there were two guys there to contain him, and differently than most quarterbacks.
They want to try to keep him in the pocket. He's listed at 5'10". Coaches for West Virginia hope to make it difficult for him to see on third down this year for Oklahoma. On target for a first down.
The attention of Bob Stoops, got him hired out here, and has continued that as the head coach.
Elevated to head coach when Bob Stoops retired. Here's Murray, the worst nightmare for Tony Gibson's defense. Murray gets a nice block downfield from CeeDee Lamb and scores. A fifth.
This is not a scramble. Watch Trey Sermon with the key block on David Long. He gets Long on the edge, and then if this guy gets in space, I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of angle you have. He's too quick, too elusive, and then too fast to just outrun people. You can't. Initially, there's two guys that have a chance to make a play here, all right? The first guy, David Long, is going to get taken out by Trey Sermons, and then the pulling tackle is going to get the linebacker sandwich. And now there's one more guy who is unblocked, and he has no chance in the open field against Kyler Murray. This is too difficult in that kind of.
A lot of times when it's one unit carrying the way, or in this case offense and special teams, there can be some finger pointing, but that hasn't happened at Oklahoma. Murray on target.
This is the best offensive line I've seen this season in college football. As I've watched tape and watched other teams, this unit up front is outstanding.
Yeah, from left to right, there's no weak link in that offensive line. The throw incomplete. A little. Oklahoma lines up quickly for third down and 9. That offensive line gives Murray all day to throw, and it's a touchdown. Marquise Brown. Point by Seibert has tied it.
Well, here's Marquise Brown. Watch what he's going to do. He's going to run to here and just kind of stutter, and then he's going to go to the end zone. And what happens on that little stutter move, the safety is going to sit. And as soon as he sits, Marquise Brown splits him, gets to the back of the end zone, and it's a touchdown. That was Drayvon Askew Henry, number 6, kind of out of position, and a beautiful throw by Kyler Murray.
The first stop of the game by either defense goes to the Sooners. Murray off his back foot on target to CeeDee Lamb. And he's down seemingly.
But they're 108th in terms of number of plays per game. So they're just so efficient, even though they don't run a ton of plays.
Well, there's two things that factor. The quarterback, second down and 10. Off the play fake. Lots of pressure on Murray on target. Coming back to make the catch, Brown him. And he can get down the field. So third down and 6. Pressure again from West Virginia, and a wide open receiver. Marquise Brown across midfield.
Well, Marquise Brown is running a crossing route, and Keith Washington just kind of got picked on the inside. He was in man-to-man coverage, and they ran double cross.
West Virginia time to get its subs on the field defensively. Jeremiah Hall, the motion man. Murray on target.
How about he has got some special talents.
Tony Gibson said it's one of the few quarterbacks that I've ever seen who seems to throw the ball better on the run. He's on the run and fumbles as he hit the ground at the 30-yard line. Recovered by Kenny.
When he runs, he usually slides, or he usually goes out of bounds. David Long, the best player on this West Virginia defense, takes advantage of the fact that he's going to get a hit on Kyler Murray, and not only does he get the hit, he knocks the ball out too.
Tomorrow against Texas, which clinched its spot with a win today at Kansas. Kyler Murray in a 14-all tie, going deep, and there's Hollywood Brown again, and yanked down at the 1-yard line. Keith Washington
rushing. Keys didn't take it all the way.
Well, he's got single coverage on Keith Washington, but the safety, Kenny Robinson, bites on an underneath route. He's got to be deep to help the corner on that deep post route. I mean, that's easy throw for Kyler Murray. Of 50 yards.
And Mississippi State was the only other team in the country that could say that they hadn't given up a 50-yard play. And on offense, it's broke his leg early in the year. West Virginia showing blitz on 3rd down and 8. But they rush 3 and try to cover. To the end zone! And a bad mistake by Murray. An interception on an underthrow.
Well, Kenny Robinson has had a tough game. Right there, he's missed a couple plays, but he's going to make a play here. He's staying back as deep as the deepest guy. And because of the pressure, Murray was not able to get all of this on the throw. Bigelow was able to make a hit on him as he was throwing. He wants to throw this to the back of the end zone and let his guy make a play.
With the wind chill, it's in the mid-30s right now here in Morgantown. Under 10 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. The winner to the Big 12 title game next Saturday to take on Texas. CeeDee Lamb and a nice turn up the field after the catch.
In coverage, and he gives him the cushion, and then you can't miss this tackle. If you're going to let him make that catch on the sideline, you better go and make a sure tackle on the sideline.
The play for the season. Here's Murray. Runs out of bounds. Oh, a 1st-round pick in the June Major League Baseball draft this year, the 9th pick overall by the Oakland A's, a $4.7 million signing bonus. Zach Sandwich just 45-yard line.
Yeah, this is a design quarterback run. They're going to pull the tackle and lead on it. Again, that's Bobby Evans. And if not, that shoestring tackle would have been a bigger play.
Evans was a high school teammate of Kyler Murray on those terrific teams in Allen, Texas.
There is in college football.
Ford just looks like a mountain there. Has the high stance on the right end of that line. He can really run. Pass protects for Murray. Runs away from the defense. That's not the first time those words have been spoken. You have to be careful in your rush lanes. The fine line between going after him hard, but then running the risk that you give him a running lane to take off through. 2nd and 4, 7 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, tied at 35. And Murray threw it away. 7. Oklahoma has not punted in this game. They're in field goal range, certainly, on 3rd and 4. CeeDee Lamb stacked up a. They are Instagram stars. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know recently that was a thing.
It's a thing.
They put up videos on YouTube, and they have a lot of people who really think they're big deals, and they are big deals.
All timeout to make sure they had the right alignment defensively.
They come after Kyler Murray. He lofts one deep and into the arms of
Kyler Murray. West Virginia brings pressure. It's picked up, and just a little drop in the bucket throw.
Yards receiving and a touchdown for Brown. Murray checks it down. Brown not tired. Down the sideline and still going. Breaks a tackle and scores. And Oklahoma reclaims the lead.
This is some shoddy tackling by West Virginia. This should have been about a 7-yard gain. There's one missed tackle by Avery. Then here's another tackle by Kenny Robinson. And a touch. Well, they started out by starting a true freshman quarterback and replacing Sam Darnold, and it just has been an uphill climb the whole way.
Kyler Murray, after the play fake, hits Carson Meyer in stride.
Out of it.
Kyler Murray, after the play fake, had to pull it down, then fired a bullet for another 1st down.
Mark yardage play.
Oklahoma back over the ball quickly. Lots of time for Murray. Far sideline, 1st down. Carson Meyer to the 2nd and goal as the Sooners try to reclaim the lead. West Virginia crowds the middle, so Murray tries to go outside and could not get outside. They lost a little yardage there. They're back on the 2.
I think you got to put Kyler Murray on the perimeter with something here.
He goes straight back. He fires wide open. Touchdown, Grant Calcaterra.
He's right here. He's a viable receiver in this part of the field, always for Oklahoma, and nobody covers him for West Virginia. That's an easy throw for Kyler Murray.
The 8.8 was entering tonight. They're at 9.0 now for the year with their performance tonight. And you're right, Holly. This is the best offensive line we've seen this season. Kyler Murray slides down. 7.5 minutes to go. West Virginia was not set at the snap. Murray throws low, and Calcaterra could not make the.
Haven't seen Kyler Murray miss on too many throws. Had the interception when he underthrew one under duress. It's probably the worst throw he's had tonight right here to Calcaterra. Low and 2 dip.
4th down and 5. If they convert, it's a huge step toward Arlington and the Big 12 title game against Texas. Only a 3-man rush. They're trying to defend the yard to make. Murray scrambling around, pointing everywhere, fires, low throw, it is caught. CeeDee Lamb, what a play. They rushed 3, orchestrated several of his teammates in different directions and then completed one to Lamb.
Now Lamb was actually starting on a route to the.
Give Lincoln Riley credit. Went for it on 4th down. Here's Murray. Murray slides down alertly, got the first down and stayed.
Football is what sets the table for everything he does.
Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year. Largely because of that skill, the ability. Running backs who find themselves in open spaces. Oklahoma, the leading scoring team in the country, #1 in total offense, and right on target, Marquise Brown collared.
First down. Watch Kyler Murray use his eyes to move the safety, Caden Stearns. He looks to the left, moves the safety, then throws back to the other side to Marquise Brown, who had beaten Chris Boyd in coverage. Beautiful work with his eyes that time by Kyler Murray, and there's the penalty at the end of the catch.
He's in the SEC. Texas leading 7-0, but Oklahoma on the move, 1st and 10 at the Texas 22. Murray nowhere to go. It's a loss of a.
And that's going to be important in this game. Here he is right here, but watch how quickly he gets the proper angle and the proper leverage on Kyler Murray. He also has help on the outside for Texas in the red zone on 3rd down.
The play fake by Kyler Murray. Lots of time to the end zone and broken up and intercepted. Deflected by Brandon. Against Chris Boyd, senior from Gilmer, Texas, and first-team all-conference players, we said a moment ago.
He's working on the other side of the field, working on Marquise Brown. There he is at the top of the screen in coverage on Marquise Brown, and as he was feeling himself getting beat, reached that left here in the slot. Kind of a tight end body, but wide receiver skills.
Murray, after the fake to Sermon, directing traffic, fires too high, looking for Grant Calcaterra. To win 4 straight conference titles, Florida, 93-96. Kyler Murray out throwing to the speedy Marquise Brown.
Better numbers this year.
Historically good numbers. Murray deep for single coverage, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown a bit, but no flags, and a long incompletion.
Yeah, I think Caden Stearns got away with it there. Tugged on the back of the jersey a little bit. Marquise Brown ran by the freshman safety, and right there, I didn't get much of the jersey. Beautiful throw, though, nonetheless, by Kyler Murray.
Times this season, they've done that 6 times in the history of the program prior to this year. Murray on 3rd down and 4 connects with Miles Tees.
Has just taken them to a different level this year.
Texas laying back at the snap of the ball
at the top of the screen.
And Murray might be changing the play again. He sends Miles Tees back to the left. Play clock at 3. And a fake to Kennedy Brooks. And a deep throw. Single coverage. Boyd with contact again. That's going to be his third penalty.
Automatic first down.
As Marquise Brown slowed down, Chris Boyd just couldn't put the brakes on and ran into him. It's the right call, but really unavoidable for.
Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. They again run the play clock all the way down. Here comes pressure after Murray, and he throws it away. Anthony, we're told only about 10% of the Heisman voters have already cast their ballots. That's a very low number. They're due on Monday. These voters want to get one last look in championship settings at these 3 contenders, perhaps some others as well, on third.
And they're going to lead with Kennedy Brooks. All right, so Kyler's going to show pass. The line's going to all show pass, but it's a design quarterback run with Kennedy Brooks as the lead blocker. And Kyler Murray gets the yardage he needs and then gets down.
Guess there's some question about whether he. 3rd down and 6. Texas showing blitz, leading 7-3 the first play of the second quarter. It is a Texas blitz. Murray lofts one up, and it's incomplete. Marquise Brown, quarter with 3 penalties, had good coverage there.
Well, that's why you have to have short-term memory. If you're a corner, you got to keep fighting. He does a great job of knocking that ball out late. This is a beautiful throw by Murray. It's a catch until the very end, and Chris Boyd does a great job of staying with the play and really in the ball game.
Murray, lots of time, deep throw, single coverage, up for grabs and caught by Marquise Brown for Oklahoma.
This is kind of quarters coverage, so it ends up being single coverage outside. Davis had outside leverage, and Marquise Brown did a beautiful job of beating the coverage. Does he secure the catch all the way through to the ground?
On the field.
No, he did not.
It's a completed pass.
Averaging nearly 9 yards per play for the season. They're averaging 4 yards per play to this point. But a long way to go. And an Oklahoma offense so explosive, as we saw in the regular season meeting when they rallied from 21 down to tie against the Horns. Marquise Brown got blasted.
If Davis doesn't make this kind of a hit, Marquise Brown's going to turn this upfield and score. Or, I mean, at least get the first down. But Davis hits him right before he gets to the marker. And he hit him high, which did not enable Marquise Brown to get any further.
These yards of offense. And we're midway through the second quarter. Murray has a man open. C.D. Lamb. Caden Stern, line of Texas.
Watch C.D. Lamb at the top of your screen on the right side. He's going to fake like he's getting a quick throw. And then he runs by the freshman safety, Caden Stern. He kind of set him up.
Touchdown run. They know how fast he is. 3-man rush. Now they send a 4th after him, and that pays off. Anthony Wheeler
is play. Now here he is. He's not rushing the quarterback, but he's got eyes on the quarterback. So he's just trying to stay in a position to mirror with Murray and takes a beautiful angle to the side.
Their second leading tackler for the year, one of their 5-team captains. Under 6.5 to go till halftime. 3rd down and 8. Probably 4-down territory if they need it. We'll see, because there's Carson Meyer. On 1st and 10. Murray looking to the end zone, and it is caught! C.D. Lamb with the Oklahoma touchdown.
C.D. Lamb's in the slot. He's running the deep post. Kyler Murray looking right first. Then he comes back. He's got single coverage, and he runs by Brandon Jones, the safety. Caden Stern's the... Take a look at the touchdown again. Here's C.D. Lamb. He's going to run the post on Brandon Jones. But what I want you to watch is Kyler Murray is going to use his eyes and fake looking that way a little bit, and watch the safety, the freshman, Caden Stearns, is going to move towards that back a little bit. And as soon as he did that, he was not able to get back and help on the deep throw to C.D. Lamb. Just that
low line has to come alive.
And no timeouts for Oklahoma. They've had trouble getting the ball snapped. That could be a factor here in the final minute. But they can score in the blink of an eye. And they're on their way, perhaps. Murray on target to Nick. 21 seconds to halftime. No timeouts on either side. 1st and 10 Oklahoma from its own 44. Sooners have not led in the game. Basquin again. High stepping his way out of bounds. Basquin had 4 catches all season long. Now he's had 2 back-to-back. They're at the 36 of Texas in long field goal range. Murray all day. Throws and a leaping catch by C.D. Lamb, and he is in bounds at the 19.
The ruling on the field is a completed pass for a first down.
No pass rush. Good job by that offensive line in this possession, giving Kyler Murray time to just see what he wants to see. What a catch.
Until we win a Big 12 title, and it's been growing for several years without a haircut.
Calcaterra right here. He's the biggest receiver out there.
Longhorns inching toward the line. They bring pressure up the middle. It was blocked, and it's Calcaterra with the Oklahoma touchdown and the lead.
Brandon Jones. Watch Calcaterra move a little bit outside, pause, and then cut back in, and that's what drew the holding, but still a beautiful.
The extra point by Seibert has given the Sooners a 6-point lead.
Nice job by Murray, not panicking, even though there were some free rushers coming. He knew he had Calcaterra in the back of the end. They're doing a great job on a run. Let's put the ball in the hands of Kyler Murray, and that really started to loosen things up in that late part of the first half.
Kyler Murray throws short. C.D. Lamb across the field.
Competitive plays. We had plenty of opportunities. We moved it good the first half. We just didn't do a good job, finishing in the red zone. We did that there in the second quarter.
How does scoring, going to the locker room at the half, really?
Chase Sermon got them to the 45-yard line. Here's 3rd down and 5, opening possession of the second half. Murray sidesteps the rush over the middle and on target. First down to the Texas 42 yards tees.
Well, how Murray eludes this. This is a direct path to the quarterback by Gary Johnson. And he just can't get him. Not by Kyler Murray using his feet.
Deep throw, single coverage, flag down. Miles T.
Again, Gary Johnson is a safety. They're looking for the matchups in man coverage with a safety and a wide receiver. Both guys had hands on each other. Tees gets away with a little tug, but Brandon Jones does not. 93 yards. That's a huge swing for Oklahoma in this game.
Only 2 called against Oklahoma for 15 yards. Murray keeps it. First down inside the 15-yard line.
To ESPN and the V Foundation in the fight against cancer, visit v.org/donate.
Thank you, Holly. We certainly echo your word
of the football game.
Kyler Murray trying to go quickly. Texas brings pressure. He threw it up for grabs, and it's incomplete. Well short of.
You're right. That's why he threw the duck. He was trying to duck the blitz and get rid of the football, and he didn't throw his normal pretty pass. And it came up short and wobbly. But credit this Texas defense. B.J. Foster on that pressure. 3 dynamic defensive plays in a row by the Texas deep corner.
Murray averages 306 yards passing, 71 rushing per game. He sets and throws, and it's through the hands of Marquise Brown. Although, as my dad taught me how to play, one of the things he taught him was how to be patient in the pocket. Ran out of time and patience there, wisely so. Weaving along the sideline, a first down.
Dangerous he is. Now you're going to see Jeffrey McCulloch, number 23, in position to make a tackle. But as soon as he takes one false step, the quick feet of we are playing in huge games tonight on a national stage. I just think it's awesome for that reason for the Heisman race.
Final minute and a half of the third quarter, tied at 27. Huge missed extra point by Texas. A field goal against Oklahoma with 9 seconds left. Had a great freshman year, but that was a big miss on the block by Bledsoe. Murray scrambles.
That's kind of a win for your defense.
I'm sure that's literally true, but it has to be close. You'd almost like to see it. He could outrace a ball that was 60 yards in the air the way he throws it. Marquise Brown. How about that footwork? Knocked down from behind. inside the 30-yard line.
Nice. Oklahoma kind of methodically going down the field here with short passes and runs after the catch.
Brown on 1st and 10. Kyler Murray tied game, fourth quarter, and the throw just a little bit too long.
Back the last couple of weeks, 100% healthy, but it'll be a big blow for Oklahoma.
Clearly grimacing as we had the shot of him a moment ago. C.D. Lamb, capable big. One of the best receivers in the country. Looking like he'll watch the rest of this conference title game. 3rd down and 5. Play clock down to 1 again. They blitz and didn't get close, and it's a first down. It's Charleston Rambo who's in.
That one filmed up, boy.
Blitz again. Murray danced ahead to the 50. Another blitz from Texas, and Murray's pass behind C.D. Kennedy Brooks, the running back. Longhorns showing blitz and trying to bring 5. Well blocked, and Kennedy Brooks chopped down.
Physical guys on this team.
Will graduate in a couple of weeks. 3.5 years. Good throw and catch. Grant Calcaterra.
First of bounds, but neither team with a turnover.
Murray again on target. C.D. Lamb ran away from Devontae Davis and looked a little wiped out. Is he trying to make the tackle? C.D. Lamb belted from behind, lost the ball. It got knocked out and
here. And Calcaterra not in the game right now.
Play clock at 5. Texas blitzes. Murray gets it off. Open receiver. First down. Lee Morris just down the road in Allen, Texas.
Beautiful read. He sees blitz. He's got single coverage. It's out of his hands. Too quick for any pressure to get to him.
Murray leading the play clock down to 4. Pump fake and a run for about 2. Texas brought a blitz a moment ago on 3rd and 6. And it was an easy completion for Oklahoma. See how Todd Orlando plays this 3rd down and 9. 3.5 to go. Murray under pressure. Man open again. It's Lee Morris again. They might be nearing a conference title today.
Outstanding work by Kyle Murray. Just feeling the pocket, collapsing, stepping up, and just flicking that ball for the completion. Well, the spotlight is on Kyler Murray, who started slowly 4 for 9, but has really picked it up. Beautiful use of his eyes. We've seen this a lot today. Moving the safety, holding the safety where he wants. Comes back with a nice touchdown pass to C.D. Lamb. Here's another one to Calcaterra. What I like about this is his ability to just stay alive in the pocket, and he has quick feet, but he also has quick eyes. He sees what he wants to see, and this was the 3rd down play just a bit ago to Morris for a huge conversion.
Catches on 2 big 3rd downs. Where will they go on this one? 3rd down and 10. 2 timeouts for Texas. Oklahoma by 5. Murray lofts one up for Calcaterra. What a catch! With the defender on him. It looked like
they decided to press on the outside.
Is confirmed.
Calcaterra working on B.J. Foster, and it was a one-handed catch from a beautiful throw by Kyler Murray. The touch throw to the outside shoulder, the one-handed catch on 3rd and 10.
Trey Sermon. He's to his right. Murray with the keeper. Bumped into a blocker and picks up about 7 yards per carry. Got 3 that time. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And cannot escape. Dragged down by
knee injury last year against Clemson in a playoff game has been coming on and on late in the year. He has such long arms. He pushes off of Cody Ford. Now what you got to like is they're trying to keep the athletic ability of Kyler Murray in the pocket. Make him make plays, and when he starts to...
In that one hand to grab a jersey and pull him to the ground. 3rd and 11. Murray from the pocket, hit and knocked down again.
Bama, it's another thing when you get to 3rd down and you see the pressure. McKinney comes on the outside, he's picked up by Sermon, but it's either Jenny.
Kyler Murray loves a challenge. He's got a huge one right now.
He's got it.
Hasn't got rid of the ball yet. This is 4 Oklahoma plays, and it's a scramble.
See the intensity that they're playing with here early in this game.
This is Marquise Brown, but that ball just fired.
The left guard, Ben Powers on his back.
3rd and long, and it's a downfield shot. This is Brown, but it's overthrown.
They really haven't even tried to start the running game. And we could talk about Murray all we want, but if you've watched Oklahoma, in Lincoln Riley's system, it's more about the running game with Sermon and Brooks on early downs.
Create some magic, spark this team. Serious urgency in a first down pass attempt. Calcaterra, the tight end, make
effort here by Calcaterra to go up and use his fingertips to make this catch. Himself. Watch this. He's going to try to get outside of that block. Sees Dylan Moses right there. Tries to get to the outside. Following that block by Meyer. I think he's pressing a little bit, trying to maybe live up to that hype of winning the Heisman.
Final seconds of the first quarter. Sooners on 3rd and 4. Murray from the pocket flips it incomplete. It was off the hand. 3 touchdowns in his own end of the field. Goes for it on 4th and 4. Tide rush 4. Murray flips it into heavy traffic. Incomplete.
Over the middle. Watch Christian Miller, who's been normally a pass rusher. This time he shows that he's going to rush, and then he drops to be able to take away anything underneath. Look how tight that window is. I mean, he was Alabama. They don't feel sorry for you. They do not slow down until it's over.
And they flip it short. This is the catch made by Carson Meyer, and the big fullback off and rumbling. The former.
And we talked about how they need to do something. Watch him kind of disguise it, delay, and then comes across, and in the past couple of years blocks a lot but can catch the ball out of the backfield.
And now gets Lamb downfield, jump ball comes back and makes.
That's what you want to see is CD Lamb one-on-one against a true freshman, Surtain. A good job here of kind of pulling away.
Murray goes in motion. It's Sermon in a direct snap, and he walked.
Talked really the last month about his health and his status and whether or not he'd be able to play. You can see his head peeking up, trying to find out where Shaheem Carter was before he's able to hold on.
Murray, it's a flea flicker, gets it back from Sermon. Didn't have time, but he's got a whole lot of space. Can he make a man miss? Huge block against Mac Wilson.
He was watching Mac Wilson the whole way. First of all, the flea flicker, the discipline of the defense. Everybody's covered, but you got to account for Kyler Murray. Watch the block right here in the middle. Bang! Right there. That's a
converted on 3rd.
Got to account for Murray's legs here on 3rd and short.
Slant batted straight up in the air. Danger.
Where he can't always get to you, but he's going to do a good job of getting his hands up and timing it up. Keep in mind, Murray, they list him at 5'10", but there's no way he's 5'10". And these are big, tall defensive line.
From the pocket, Murray flings it far side. It's a back shoulder fade, and Lamb makes the catch as they convert.
You know, he just had that great block, and Marquise Brown gets a lot of attention. I think Lamb's their most complete receiver. Ripped down. Instead of just looking for a short throw, they go downfield.
Murray took a look downfield, now tries to make something happen with his legs. Cannot get the.
Is a good weapon right here in this area.
Slot left, looking that way, throws for him in the end zone. It was behind him.
From the inside, and because he's coming in from the inside, Murray recognizes that, tries to throw him open to the outside, but Calcaterra unable to.
See if Murray has enough time to take a downfield shot. Tide rush 4, but they flush him, and now he's just going to flip it short to Meyer. And he picks up he brought a pinky injury into the game, and Maria Portsi just had that re-tape. Pinky's not going to keep him out of this one. In the flat, Brooks is a good risk.
Right now, they only have 28 plays run.
They need about 25 yards to be in reasonable field goal range for Seibert. And Murray escapes and crosses midfield, but leaves just 4. Sermon in the backfield, Tide rush 3, and they still flush him out. And he's not going to even be able to make a downfield throw. Still dangerous out here, but as time expires.
They were intense and focused, guys.
Got to speed it up before the snap on the very first play. Makes it 1st and 15. Now Murray sprinting out. He's chased by Moses. Half his move will not improve with that one. Ball at the 35. Murray chased and flips it back, and wide open is Meyer. Gets a block. Carson Meyer lowers his shoulder, and he's got to hurry. Snap it at 2. It's a keeper. Murray shows the explosiveness. It doesn't look like a lot.
Is right now does not have a catch in this game.
There's a drop on a short pass. Murray from the pocket flips it high for Brown.
Down, you see he's communicating, kind of sat down in the soft spot of the zone, but Kyler Murray's trying to run for his life. You see he was pointing into the middle. I was trying to work to the pocket, or he's got to get rid of the ball quickly. They're coming after him.
3rd and 13. Here comes the blitz. Murray, nobody open, takes off, gets away from Jennings. You can see
as Jennings, 33, instead of rushing right here, he's actually sitting in the middle of that defense, but he does not have the speed to be able.
Oklahoma did substitute, so Alabama could have slowed things down to get their subs in, but they used tempo. And
some blocks.
8th play of the drive. On 1st down, Murray thinking play action, wanted to take a shot downfield. Has the luxury of time, launches into the end zone, is looking for
dangerous defense athletically to do that with, especially when your receiver that you're throwing it to is Meyer, who has size at 6'5", but he's an H-back. You've got a couple safeties and corners back there. He's very lucky that Deontay Thompson.
Last time he converted with a scramble, you figure Bama will spy him this time. They rush 4, they flip it into flat to Kennedy, who escapes. And Brooks barrels down another.
Marquise Brown set kind of a pick right here on Mack Wilson, who's man-to-man. They do a good job of getting the ball to the outside to Brooks. Really elusive in the open field. And Mack Wilson unable to make that play, out instantly in command in this offense, and he demands that from his quarterbacks.
Calcaterra in motion. And a slant is too high for Lamb.
2 Alabama defenders. CeeDee Lamb is open, but look back close to the line of scrimmage. 49, Isaiah Buggs. The safety, McKinney, who's
6 on 3rd down. Already 2 crucial conversions in this drive. Murray chased and flips it short, bobbled and incomplete. Problems with the foot. It's affected him mentally, I think. He makes that catch normally. That's a 1st and goal.
Yeah, it'd be right at the sticks if he was able to hold on out there. And right now, he's not even on the field.
Drops have not been a problem. Oklahoma only 12 drops all season long. Murray escapes and shows that electric for him so far. Can he return and make a play? 1st down after the run. And now Murray's still got it. And looks at the sidelines and over the head.
Perimeter besides CeeDee Lamb. Is there any other threats?
And Brown still on the sidelines. They flip it short. Lamb's got it. And he cuts back. A little wide receiver screen. From the pocket. Slant. Lamb. Catch. 1st down. Into
CeeDee Lamb, man. He is really grown up in this 2nd year in this offense. Played a lot as a true freshman last year. He knew that hit was coming from Deontay Thompson. Really nice job on that quick slant. Gets to the inside of Surtain. Lowers the boom.
Murray escapes. Lofts it downfield for Morris, who's got it for a touchdown.
This safety. So even though he's got pressure right there from Jennings, he knows instead of taking off and running, he's got the arm strength on the run, by the way, to be able to get it up and over the safety for the touchdown. It's a baseball player throw right there.
And it's a huge play. Big moment for the career Rambo, but Oklahoma has now cut the lead to 11. Murray, once again, down 18. Winner. It was high and it was physical. 3rd and 5. Murray across the middle into traffic. Tried to
but pretty good effort here by McKinney to keep his right arm off of the receiver and get the.
Got to make this to have any reasonable chance. And it's caught. And that's Rambo, and Rambo caught the touch.
And comes up with a big play to keep Oklahoma's hopes alive on that 4th down.
Murray wanted to take a shot downfield, now escapes, and a whole lot of room, and he finally slides down. Murray.
I don't know what's going to happen and how this game's going to end, but how can you not love Kyler Murray and his competitive spirit? He gets hit by the baddest man, and it was a big-time shot. Goes out for a play, comes back out, and he's still fighting.
He's still firing down the field, almost intercepted. Scrimmage.
Yeah, he's looking again. Who's going to make a play for me? Rambo's been making some plays. We know about Lamb. He kind of throws this one and hopes that the bigger Calcaterra at 6'4" can go up and have a chance at it, but he overthrows it, and he's very fortunate that McKinney, who's a great safety.
Tide are showing pressure. Better get rid of it, hurry. You do, and a catch made. Nice.
And then eventually he sees the hole and where he wants to throw the football. It's about trying to find that matchup. He saw Deontay Thompson, his safety, coming, left a vacancy, and he makes the throw right into that hole.
Tide barely got lined up before the snap, and now it's
play. AT&T pylon cam. Lot of touching and pushing by the corner. Surtain, the ball underthrown. Surtain never sees it. Usually that's an indicator that a flag is going to come in, but they just
on the OU sideline, and certainly Lincoln Riley wanted a penalty. On 2nd and 10, he's hotly pursued.
Just did not quite have enough time to get the ball out to Brooks. This play needs a little bit more time to be able to get those linemen out, get the back in position, but good.
He's been under pressure this year, still a 60% passer, but this is more pressure than he's been used to seeing. Right there, Lamb left alone on the sideline makes the grab.
Yeah, they're going after Surtain, who's a talented player, but still a freshman. 2 against 2. Nice job, well timed. Kind of, he knows that he's going to be able to throw that ball.
Murray, fake to throw, could not. Murray. They gave him 2 late touchdowns, Kirk, against Arkansas, and he wasn't having it. He kept the DBs in the locker room as the buses were getting ready to leave the stadium.
Well, they lost their top 6 defense.
2nd and 9, they flip it to Brooks. It's a race to the, got to go to the 3, or the 2, I should say. Under pressure, throws it off his back foot, strike.
Going after Patrick Surtain this entire drive with Lamb. That's almost just an option route. He's just kind of sizing him up on the route, waiting, and there's the anticipation. That ball is thrown before Lamb actually breaks to the outside. Best setting, not just in college football, best setting for me in sports.
Best place in the world for you, I think.
I think you're right.
Well, wide open receiver there is Nick Basquin, seldom used, and they forgot.
Down the field and picks up huge yards.
Murray has a whole bunch of time against a 3-man rush. He thinks 2 or 3 times about running. He's still thinking about it, and he will take off. And finally, just a tentative slide. So, the best player on the sidelines, Bama's defense. Relying on their depth here, and there's a slant. Murray ducking under, somehow stays off the ground, and now they're saying no.
I think that left knee maybe just barely did touch. It's close. And there, I don't know, maybe not.
From that angle, I think he stayed up somehow. Let's see.
This is the angle that looks like it. Yeah, I don't think it did. But I was going to say, Alabama, over the years with Nick Saban in Tuscaloosa, he sits down next to Coach Saban. This team's been a little bit emotional tonight.
That ball is tipped at the line, but Rambo comes up with it and dives down.
Up as a linebacker, 32, right in the middle. He shows blitz, kind of sits there as a spy, got a hand on it, and Rambo, who's had a heck of a night tonight.
Looming huge here. Ball at the 8. Murray escapes again. More helmets on the ground. He did.